Uintah Basin High School football coverage on VTV and Strata Web View. Presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to another night of high school football action here on VTV Channel 6 and streaming live on Strata WebView. Tonight we find ourselves at Uintah High as it is homecoming night. They're playing host to the Grantsville Cowboys. I'm Brian Nielsen. Joining me tonight, as always, Mark Mason. Mark, what do you think about tonight's game?
Oh, we're so excited for this game. People in Vernal started showing up in the parking lot to tailgate at 4 o'clock. They're dunking cops in dunk booths. They got people dressed up in mascot costumes, throwing footballs, tailgating. It's the perfect night for football. And as a special delivery, we got the football being delivered via helicopter. Here comes the game ball, Brian.
You don't see this every day,
they're pulling out all the stops for this show. I don't know if they're going to try to hit it from 50 yards up or if they're going to come down and put the runners down on the field. We're going to find out here in a second. The gentleman bringing the football, 78 years old. He played for the Uintah Utes some 50 years ago. Woo. He played for the University of Utah, and he also was in the Army. They've got
All-American.
Here they come.
They got everybody excited.
And they're coming real close here.
Dropping they're coming in right at midfield. Are they going to touch down? They are.
And they did. They brought it down, and it's first and goal at the 45-yard line, Brian.
You can tackle that one, Mark. Leave that one to you. Yeah, what a great entrance. Lifelight helping us out here. Dropping the ball at the 50-yard line. Like I said, we had all kinds of festivities before the game. And
it's Dave Rasmussen. I think I introduced him as Brian Rasmussen.
Brian's not such a bad name. You can give him that name.
So he graduated, Brian, 1952. Played University of Utah on a football scholarship. And played for the U for 4 years. He graduated in 1956. And look at him.
I know old Dave. I didn't know which
they
one
might could put him in as an option.
Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. He better recover. I know old Dave. He's into the Red Angus business now. He sells cows for a living.
Look at him wearing his old Letterman jacket.
Fits like a glove.
Yeah.
Hasn't gained a pound.
I think Coach Reitzel ought to put him in on a option left. The way he came around the end right there. And they're posing with the referees and Coach Reitzel. What a classy move. Uintah High School, thank you for giving him.
Yeah, good old Dave. Like you said, he's still a pillar in the community. You see him around town all the time. He has, like I said, has a small ranch out east of town and over by Naples. Great American, and like I said, thank Lifelight for making that possible, and they're going to take off here. And
wonder what they're going to do about the ruts right there. Now, if the ruts trip the Cowboys up at some point,
yeah,
great. Now, if they cause problems for us, then boy, beautiful shot with the sun right there. The sun's just about to set. They're about to kick off homecoming night. So homecoming, it's against the Cowboys from Grantsville, the Uintah Utes, in kind of what Coach Reitzel calls rebuilding a young year. You know, they're trying to install a program.
Yeah.
And
yeah, like I said, it's a building year, definitely. They're going to have a lot of new plays and things to go off of. They've had a few players come back, had a few that haven't, but I think we're talking to one of the players' sites.
Yeah, did you see the uniforms? A first for Uintah High School.
Blackout.
Complete blackout. All the student section black. Everyone's wearing black tonight. It's kind of a new tradition here at Uintah High School. And here comes a chance for a rendition of the national anthem.
Play ball.
And it's on.
It's on like Don Kong. Like you said, should be a great game. Grantsville coming into tonight's play at 2-2. Neither one have seen any region play yet. That'll begin next week. Uintah looking for their first win of the season. They're currently 0-3 with some tough losses to Green River and Pineview. Had a chance to catch up to one of the coaches over on the Grantsville side, Tom Kemp. He's the defensive back coach, and he says, you know, they're not changing a whole lot coming into tonight's game. They have, they're not real deep as far as their bench goes, but they do have a lot of experience coming back. They have a lot of returning seniors they're pretty excited about. They have quite a few state championships under their belt, so they know how to win. It's just a matter of doing it tonight. And I think they can do that by sticking to the fundamentals. They have a very big defensive line. They're going to push that hard, try to get some pressure on the quarterback, and see if they can't come away tonight with a W.
Yeah, and they're here to win, but one of the things that all the teams that come out to Uintah have is a hard time is traveling.
Yeah.
You know, you get used to playing close to home and whatnot, travel, and they're a running team.
Yep.
So we know what to do. You know how to stop that run. You just got to make sure of your assignments and don't miss when you have it, because they're going to have a lot of blockers out on the wings, and it's going to be a one-on-one, and you can't miss. And that's the key on a running team. You got to create that so you have one good opportunity, and then you got to swarm to the ball. The Utes, on the other hand, they're going to try to use their speed.
I think they're a little more balanced, if you ask me, than Grantsville. They do a combination of the rush and the receiving. They're almost 50-50.
Yeah, and they've spread it out a little bit more this year. The new coaches come in and install more of a spread, trying to get the players in some open space. And I like that. You know, and you've got a couple of guys here that are averaging 4, 5, 6 yards a carry, and we got to get those skill players in the right spots, you know, and get the blocks out for them. And make your assignments on those blocks, on the offensive blocks. You know, you go and talk to those coaches, and we talk to the coaches for Uintah, and it's hard for them to come up with something unique to say. And they say, we just got to score more points. Well,
how are you going to accomplish that? You
yeah.
Just
that's one of the things we talked about is making the assignments. You know,
I'm going to be interested to see who comes out as quarterback. They have Braxton Coons, who's he's 20 for 35 on the year. That gives him about 50% percentage right now. He's got about 11 yards per pass. But then you got Maverick Lindquist on the other hand. He's 7 for 15. He's the one from last year they quarterbacked with, but hasn't seen as much action. I think they've actually moved him into the backfield, looking at his numbers. He's had 27 carries. He's leading the Utes, 27 carries for 103 yards. That's only about 3 yards a carry, but he touches the ball more than anybody else on the team.
Yeah, and right behind him is Riley DeMichael, and he's got 26 carries, and both of them are getting about 3.7, 3.8 yards a carry. That's pretty good. You know, they've got another Hunter Connolly coming in, has about half as many carries as both of those guys, but gets about 5.5 yards a carry. Now they line him up in the slot more. They get him out on the wing, trying to get him to that open spot.
Well, if you notice, a lot of the same, I mean, there must be play-action passes or something with the running backs, because Connolly and DeMichael and Mitchell, a few other, are also receivers. They got big yards for receiving as well. Riley's got 8 receptions for 77 yards. That's average about 9. Colton, he's got he's only got 4 receptions, but it's good for 79 yards, so he's a big playmaker. I think they're going to look to him to try to come up with some big plays tonight.
20 yards a catch, huh? I think there's probably an 80-yarder for a touchdown somewhere in that average, huh?
He's got it up there. The coach said, talking to Coach for Uintah, he said, we're going to try to capitalize when Grantsville brings their defensive pressure. We saw this in the game of when Utah played Utah State last week. Utah State knew they weren't evenly matched up front, so they used that defensive pressure against Utah. They let them penetrate, and then the quarterback stepped up in the gap and was able to make a connection.
Yeah, and that puts a lot of pressure there on Braxton Kunis, because he's got to make the calls at the line of scrimmage. Where's the pressure going to come? Is it on the right side of the line, the left side of the line? Which way are we going to try to counter that? Which way are we sending it?
It's very hard, especially for this level of play. You know, they're going to fake a blitz. You know, so he's going to audible out of that. You know, and change it, and then they'll hold back on the blitz. So, like you said, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Braxton. Says he's going to be making a lot of calls in the line of scrimmage. With a young team, we will try to keep the players focused on getting better each week. We are ultimately focused on region play, which begins next week.
Yeah, and, you know, that's the goal. Let's make the playoffs. You make the playoffs by winning your region, you know, competing there. All this building up, they're learning, and each week they're getting a little better, you know, with the exception of going down to St. George and playing that semi-pro team. You know, Pineview, was it?
Yeah.
Anyway, looks like the Utes are set up to receive, so the home team's going to get the ball first. Very important for your psyche. You get the ball first, you have a good opening drive, it sets the tone for the whole game. And here goes the kick.
It's deep. He's going to let that one go into the end zone. Great kick for high school ball.
Yep, that landed 3 yards deep in the end zone. And the Utes are going to start 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line, Brian. I've been excited all year. I haven't been able to see them. I've come up and seen some of their practices, and they run a crisp, sharp practice. I haven't seen the games yet.
Dallin Sidaway back to receive, and like I said, he just kicked it right out of the back of the end zone. So they're going to come out. They're going to stay in a pass formation right now. 3 out to the right, 2 to the left. Coons back by himself.
There's that spread formation, and here comes the motion.
Oh, he jukes the first guy.
Can't get around the second guy. That was
34
Colton
there.
Mitchell coming in. Colton Mitchell got the first carry. And that's that timing. They got a guy in motion. They have 3 receivers on the right side. They're supposed to do their blocking assignments. And hopefully we get a one-on-one. So we see the motion come right here.
That's a no-huddle offense.
And it's the handoff right when the motion comes across.
Great pressure by the defensive end there. Again with the same formation, not a lot of protection for Coons. He's got to get that ball away quick.
Oh, he fumbles it.
He's able to recover, though.
Right on top of it. Boy, yeah, where's the ref? The whistle doesn't come in, and so the Grantsville guys are taught to play to the whistle.
Covered by Braxton
Creates
Coons
kind
there.
of a scrum down there on the ground.
Jacob Riding is
and what
associated
happened
with
right
that sack.
there? And I don't have number 77's number, but he missed the block and just comes in almost unmolested. Gets hit right when he's setting up the throw. So
they're on their 7-yard line. Dangerous territory for the Utes. This time they keep it back in the backfield to give Coons a little bit more protection. He's able to get the ball away quick. Receiver just did not turn around in time. That's Hunter Connolly. Braxton had to get rid of the ball quick, and Connolly, right when he turned his head, it was on his back shoulder and wasn't able to turn around in time.
It's supposed to be a timing play. You run to a spot, turn around, and I wonder if Braxton got rid of it maybe a hair sooner than just kind of threw it behind him. So, yeah, he reached back with that left hand, tried to scoop it back in, and wasn't quite there.
Well, it's going to be 4 and out for the Utes with their opening drive. Is this one of the Seitz boys? Spencer Seitz is going to kick away.
Kick, he's 5 yards in the end zone. Steps
Almost blocked.
Wow. He was lucky to get anything on that.
Hung that leg. He might have got roughing the kicker, but brought it back down and kicked out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and you see those coaches on the college level and the pros, they teach them to keep that leg up and
like
just
ballerina.
pull a soccer move and flop to the ground. Seitz, being the smart kid that he is, he pulled it in, and he's not
protected
dumb.
his leg is probably what he did. So on 31-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys.
That guy's twice as big as me. I'm not going to mess with him. So,
like I said, we got a running game for the. Oh no! He thought that was almost an option play. It looked like, but the quarterback gave it to the lineman instead of the. That's what it looked
right
like.
There is Nick Peterson just crushing him. He was met.
Oh, he gave it to the first guy. Met right at the line of scrimmage. Great job.
Nick
57.
And boy, I don't know if I can say his name.
Vassi.
We're going to get one of the youth coaches
Mali.
over here to tell us.
2nd and 12 now for the Cowboys.
Boy, that's a big line.
Oh, some jump there.
Yeah, we're going to have a little offside or a false start.
Big 34 is who it was going to. William Rutherford. That's it. We'll just call him William from now on. Big receiver.
Jade Christopherson was right with him, but
jump. So they're gonna bring it up 5 more yards.
So it is an offsides against the Utes.
Offsides penalty against the Utes.
2nd and now 6 for the Cowboys. Great positioning as they're on the 27, 28-yard line. He's going to pitch out of the right side. He's got a lead blocker. Cuts it up. He's got blockers all around.
Oh, and
he's in for a
goes
touchdown.
For the touchdown.
Caleb War.
Boy, and the blocker did what he had to do. Is the guy that had the opportunity came in, just blitzing in the blocker. All he did was touch him outside to the right. You're going to see it
he
here.
did a great job cutting that up and finding the seam.
Just touches him enough, and then we missed the assignment. The one guy had a chance, and that's what we're talking about on a running attack. You can't miss on the one opportunity you have, and we sure did miss.
Attributed that the wrong one. It's Jared Lambert. I give that to Caleb. We're going to see a lot of Caleb too, but Jared Lambert is who carried that one.
The Utes came in and did kind of a hard jump at the line, and they might have induced a false start. They did. You're going to go backwards 5 yards. They're going to try it again. Looks like they're lining up to go for the extra point.
Ethan Steinfeld back for the PAT.
Only kickers can wear neon green shoes, right?
I can't wear them?
Well, I guess maybe you could wear them.
I could pull it off. Oh, man.
He got it.
Barely
5 yards almost cost him the
Maybe you
PAT.
should try a different color shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, you came in and he just got enough of this one to get it over.
9:32 left in this first quarter. Score 7-0 in favor of the Cowboys.
Yeah, they made quick work of that one. And again, we're talking about assignments. You can't, you come through and you pick up. Everyone picks up one of the blockers.
Yeah.
There's going to be one guy to make the tackle.
And he had so many guys. Did you see how much downfield blocking they had? They did a great job of that. We saw the sponsors when we opened tonight's broadcast. We want to mention those again. We got CrossFit, Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum. I'd like to thank them for bringing tonight's game. Let's see, Mark. You know a lot about CrossFit. You're a buff guy in shape, but did you know that CrossFit is not, or the myth is it's for elite athletes only? That is a myth. It's for everybody, from the couch potato to the seasoned veteran like yourself.
Anyone who wants to improve their quality of life, CrossFit is for you, huh?
Yep.
And
We'll see if he puts this one back in the end zone again.
Well, shoot. Let's just get it back right here. Brian will get a nice run back, just put it back in the end zone and put the pressure back on Grantsville.
They got the crowd behind him. If they can just field this ball, it's going to go deep. He's going to field it about right at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. He's got a great seam up the middle, but he kicks it to the outside, trying to get past one more blocker.
Oh, he steps out of the tackle. He's at the 40, Brian.
He's still going.
Oh, take it out of the 43-yard line. What a run back. Here we go. That's a great start for the Utes.
Yeah, he kicked that out. I thought, oh no, he had one big blocker, one big tackler. He's able
you see
to
this on the
pass
replay.
in.
He starts clear on the right hash mark. He breaks all the way out. He makes the first guy miss, steps out of the tackle, comes back in instead of taking the easy route out of bounds and picks up 7 more yards.
Dallin Sidaway.
Yeah, Dallin Sidaway with a fantastic run back.
42-yard line for the Utes. 1st and 10. He's got a quick out. He's going to look deep.
He's going deep.
He airs it up. Can he come down with it? No.
Oh.
Turned his shoulder the wrong way. Then he had to turn back the other way. You lose the ball when you do that, but number 5
Corbin
there,
Evans running down there and run into a little traffic. Yeah, and the thing is, just keep running. Trust that your quarterback will get you the ball. You can see he was turning back trying to find the ball. You just keep running, and the ball come down in the breadbasket. Hopefully, that's the goal anyway.
Braxton aired it out for him and just not able to run under it. Same formation, they're going to go out to the right side. Number 34 is asking for it. Get rid of the ball.
Oh,
brought down for a big sack, 10-yard line, or 10-yard sack. Brings it back to the 30-yard line.
Well, and here's the pressure. It came up the right side, and he ran right into the pressure.
Here.
He could have gone the other side, but that's just one of those times where they.
Colton Mitchell was asking for the ball right over the middle, but he wasn't able to. That defensive pressure is going to be a big factor in tonight's game.
Yeah, they're big and they're fast, these Cowboys. So
if you look at it, it's only a 3-man front, so they're running a 3-5, but they're bringing blitzes about every play. You see that corner?
Yeah, you got to see
outside
where it's
linebacker?
coming from. Right here's where it's coming
outside
from.
Outside linebacker's coming in.
Oh.
Right at the line of scrimmage. So much penetration.
Yeah, hands it off to Riley DeMichael. And
that's going to be a big 4th down. 4th and 20 now for Uintah. They're going to bring in the sides to kick it away. Hopefully gets a few more yards on it this time. Gets past half midfield.
For the Cowboys is Quentin Smith.
8:15 left in the first quarter. Still trying to line up everybody. Finally likes what he sees.
Bringing the heat again. They got the
Kicks that ball fast. Fielded about the 30-yard line. Oh, there's a push in the back by number 6.
There's the flag. The dirty laundry's on the carpet.
Number 6 pushed that clearly in the back. The ref was there to
I think that was the coach you went to talk to over there on the Cowboys that just got hit.
Is he on the ground?
Yeah, well, he got rolled up on his knees, limping a little bit. But here comes Sides. He learned his lessons from last time. He got that ball out in a hurry.
Right
and
there.
There's the block
6.
in the back. Yep. And that was a pretty easy call. It was right in front of the referee.
Well, get out of there, buddy. No, that's the line judge, or the chain guy.
Oh, is it the chain guy that got it?
He's one of our own. We can't afford to lose him.
No, we need that. We need him. So that's going to put
15
the
yards.
Cowboys in a hole.
Yeah, they're doing the exact opposite of where they started last time. They're at the 23-yard line, their own 23. Uintah can get a turnover right here. It'd be great field position to score before the end of this first quarter.
Gosh, we're giving a real big cushion to these guys. It's a 6-yard cushion out there on the wings. Here comes that kind of a.
They go to the first guy right up the middle. Nobody saw him.
Man, and
he's off to the races.
Gone.
Nobody's even close to him. Number 9 in for the touchdown. Woo! Kai Fisher, he's a force to be reckoned with. He's got 39 carries on the year. 161 yards. That's about almost 5 yards a carry.
I don't think he gets touched. We're going to watch the replay right here. He comes right up the middle.
He's had
57 touched him, and it's pretty easy, folks.
6 touchdowns for the year.
When a guy puts your hand on your shoulder pad.
Number 7.
Well, that's 13-0. The sun's setting here. Going to cool down. The Utes are going to try to reload and regroup after that.
80-yard rush there. That one's a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, he got it up and through. I guess it doesn't matter how it looks. It matters if it goes through, right?
So 7:42 left in this first quarter. Score 14-0, half of the Cowboys. Let's step away, hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is Northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Well, we're back. They're lining up to kick 14-0. This game brought to you by L&L Motor. People you know, people who care. I always like these Facebook promotions. They have a Facebook promotion. Become their fan and like L&L on Facebook to be entered in their drawings.
This one going in is easy. They don't even give an option to take a knee. If it goes in the end zone, they're going to bring it out to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Utes.
Yeah, and this is where we got to do it. And Coach Reitzel knew. He knew what was coming. They're going to come and they're going to bring pressure.
Yeah.
They've got to make the right call at the line. Where's the pressure coming from? It's hard because both of them are showing blitz, both of those outside linebackers. But you've got, sometimes you're not going to guess right. Sometimes you are. You just got to watch the tendencies.
Well, they've spread them out in an attempt to limit that penetration on D-line.
It looks like it's going to come there from the.
Oh, no, he's got to get rid of that ball.
Oh, and he makes the first
hold
guy
on to
miss.
that ball. Oh, no, it came loose. I think the Grantsville got it. I think Grantsville got the ball.
No, it looks like Hunter Connolly came up with the football. So, and unfortunately,
he's out. He's
Braxton
not moving
is
too
not
much.
Coming. He's still down. I didn't see what happened. Watch on the replay.
I think he got rocked from the ear hole.
Yeah,
from the side. He's holding that ball out there.
And it's number 86, just, yeah, right on the head, and then he got a double smash. Then his chin strap came off.
I thought number 20 got it right there, but
yeah.
Connolly is able to come up with it.
Yeah, he got
rocked
hit
pretty
pretty
good.
hard, yeah.
You mentioned L&L Motor. We also like to thank Ashley Regional Medical Center. We just saw an announcement from them, but they're a big pillar in the community as well. And they got that new Hawkeye 6 nuclear medicine machine with a 64-slice CT scanner. I feel smarter just saying that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the best part about that whole conversation. Is, you know, I mean, I'm going to go say that to my kids just to impress them. Yeah.
Slice.
Well, anytime we have an injury, it's a good time for us to take a break. We're going to come back here in just a minute. We'll update you on the condition of Braxton Kunis when we get back from this break.
Are you reaching your fitness goals? Do you have any? Are you tired of the same old routine? Have you considered having a trainer? Come in today to see what CrossFit has to offer. Our well-trained staff of personal trainers can help you reach a higher quality of life. Think CrossFit is for elite athletes only? Anyone with a desire can reach their fitness goals. CrossFit Avenue, committed to you and your quality of life.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah who were unable to obtain electric service from a private power company. The cooperative philosophy involves working together for the common good by providing a service that is beneficial to all. Moon Lake Electric is owned by those it serves and is a valuable community partner. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uintah Basin High School sports.
You guys can hear me down there. My earphone's just a hair loud.
Is that thing underneath still? No. Yeah, it's so nice when that sun finally goes behind those mountains. Surface area.
Yeah.
They're bringing out the big.
Western Petroleum is a local company that has expanded throughout the country, providing a wide variety of services, including fuel delivery, lubes, oils, and propane. Although Western has experienced tremendous growth, they continue to be committed to many events here in the Uintah Basin, including high school sports, rodeos, charity fundraisers, livestock shows, and they are an active member of the local chamber. As Western continues to be a leader in the petroleum industry and expand their service areas, they are committed to powering the promises made to their customers now and in the future.
Strata Network's cable TV service offers nearly 300 digital channels, up to 50 in high definition, with advanced features such as DVR service, an on-screen guide, and parental controls. No contract, no costly equipment, no bulky satellite dishes mounted to your home. All from a local company you can trust at a price you can afford.
This is the moment. The Hear Us Roar 10K, 5K, and Kids Fun Run is Saturday, September 29th, benefiting local children with the gift of hearing through the Olive Osmond Hearing Fund. And don't miss the special live concert with Merrill Osmond, Friday, September 28th.
Hello, I'm Merrill Osmond. Please join me for my benefit concert and the Hear Us Roar 10K and 5K run to help bring music to the ears of the hard of hearing children. See you there.
Strata Networks offers advanced voice, internet, wireless, and TV solutions, all from a local company you know and trust. Bundle 3 or more qualifying services with Strata Networks and get 10% off. Start saving today.
Welcome back, folks. We're still in an injury timeout. It's a little more serious than we thought. They're going to bring out the stretcher and put him in the back of the ambulance. Looks like he just had a neck injury. They don't mess with these at all anymore, even if...
Yeah, if there's any question at all, you get him off. Some of the things I saw out there, he was gripping with his hand.
Wasn't moving.
They were holding his feet, and talking to him about that. So it looks like just being precautious here, and that's the right thing. Never take a chance.
Yeah, especially with the neck. You can limp through an arm or a leg, but you mess with the neck and it'll affect a lot of things down the road. So if he is, which obviously is going to be going out of the game, that leaves Maverick Lindquist to come in. Like I said, he's seen a little bit of work this year, a lot more last year, but he's, like I said, 7 for 15 on the year, about .467 percentage, 40 yards, and completions per yard is about 5.7.
Crowd's going to give him a standing ovation. They're going to let him know that we appreciate his efforts out there as the paramedics take him off the field. And that's one of the hardest things when you're playing sports is you have a timeout like this, you're in the flow of the game, then you have an interruption. Now you got to get your head back into it, come out, make your plays. You've taken that, and it might be good for the Utes because they came out a little bit flat.
Hopefully they can
get their heads back in this game here.
They're going to run a few ladders here and try to get warmed back up. If anybody, hopefully it's an advantage to us. Like you said, we can turn around here. Plus, we've sat a little less than the Cowboys. They had quite a trip. How many hours is it up here? Like 6 or 7 to get from St. George? Well, I guess they're not St. George. They're over in western Utah, southwest Utah. Still a pretty good trip. I know when I was over there talking to the coaches, they were kept stressing to their boys to stretch out, and you've had a long trip, get those legs stretched. But we'll get started here shortly again. 7:22 if you're just joining us now. 7:22 left in the first quarter. Score 0-14 in favor of the visiting Cowboys. It's homecoming night here at Uintah High. I'm Brian Nielsen. Joining me, Mark Mason.
Well, you look down here in the crowd, you think these kids are wearing black T-shirts, but they've just painted T-shirts on their bodies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed that. I noticed that for the first time. I wonder if we can get the cameraman to give us a shot of the crowd. It looks like a real
wetsuit or something.
Yeah, you think they're in some kind of a skin suit or, Under Armour or whatever. And, of course, being 16 and, not all the marbles are rolling around in the brain right about that time. There's a picture of these crazies. They got the Utes wrote on their shirts, and they got their pom-poms, their hand clappers, and these guys haven't sat down. They've been there since 6, and they haven't sat down yet. I don't think they're going to anytime soon. So
they're here all night.
yeah, they really don't care. And we had the homecoming king and queen introduced before the helicopter flew in.
They gonna do that at half again?
They'll probably see drill team and
yeah. So we resume play now. 2nd and 10 for the Utes. Number 15 back, Maverick Lindquist, is going to be the man in the backfield. Joining him is Riley. Put a man in motion. Whoa, high snap. And he fumbles the ball, but able to get back on it. That's going to bring up 3rd, and they're going to lose a couple yards on that fumble. But at least he got it. I mean, that ball was way over Maverick's head.
Yeah, he did a good job to find that ball, catch it, and about that time the play's ruined because these things are all on time. And you catch and you make your option right when the ball comes to your hands. Instead, he's just recovering the ball in the air, and the whole play breaks down that way.
Third and 14, Mavericks talking to Riley in the backfield. Like I said, maybe not quite as experienced in the backfield this year as Kunis was. A great job by number 9. Get down. Oh, it's a safety.
No, they're going to go forward progress.
Oh,
about
they're going to give him way up there.
Line.
I was going to say number 9
the
rocked him
original,
and drove him back.
And the referee came in with his blue beanbag and dropped it about the 4-yard line. It's where he's hit.
Watch this.
This is just
Penetration's
awful
a
blocking.
linebacker.
69 just does the old. He misses his assignment, you know.
He
And here
wasn't
comes
looking
number
upfield.
53, the pulling right guard, and both of them missed. Number 9 coming through. And the Cowboys want a safety, and the referee immediately is pointing back at the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
So that's just a case of 2 guys missed 1.
Yeah, 4th and 25. Side's got to get it away. It's going to bounce about the 35, take a good roll. Picked up by number 81. Feel the back, rocked right in the line. Right where it originally came down. 51 there. Gave him a rock there.
Yeah, that's basically the best play the Utes have had is this double hit on this. And Seitz, he learned his lesson from the first one. He's getting it out of there in a hurry. Gets a real friendly Ute bounce, and maybe inadvisably picks it up on the run. And then Hunter hits him first and then just gets
decleated.
Yeah. It's the old high-low trick right there.
Harley Hacker.
Well, here's a chance for the defense to step up. They've allowed 2 big plays. You know, let's just stop the big plays. Let's make the hit, make the tackle. We've had a guy that's had an opportunity on the runner on both of the touchdown plays. So we have a timeout.
Looks like we're in a timeout for the Utes.
There's something wrong. Did we not have enough players?
I think they had enough.
Looks like they only had 10.
Like Riley DeMichael is not out on the field. They had to call a timeout. Got an earful from the coach for making him spend a timeout. But not a bad time. They need to regroup right here. Like I said, they really need to stop. They have not had one yet this game. It looked from that last formation, I don't know if they're going to run the same play, but they looked like they had 2 out here to the left side. Maybe going to try to work on their passing game a little bit. They obviously know that the run works.
Yeah.
But we'll see what the Cowboys have coming out.
They've run 2 plays?
Yep.
So
2 plays and 2 touchdowns. That's my kind of math right there. The Cowboys, they got, like I said, they come from a great dynasty of hard work and championships. So the Utes definitely have their work cut out for them tonight.
Got 5 down linemen for the Utes.
They're going to try to get that penetration. Good job by the D-line there. Wrapped out the. That's kind of a tricky play because the leading running back, he has the option to give it to him or pull it out and run the option. That time he opted to give it to the first back.
Well, that's
number
just
32
good
there, Caleb Moore.
DeMichael and Hanks, everyone was there at the same time. That's what you've got to do. And if you got to have 5 down linemen, you got to take all the blockers out with your down linemen, and then the linebackers have got to do their job, and they did in that case.
2nd and 10 for the Cowboys. 2 out to the left here. They're going to look to pass. They got the big guy. Oh, threw behind him.
And we're going to have a holding call, it looks like, against the Cowboys.
This flag was way after. It was after the ball was thrown, it looked like, when that came in. Threw it way behind him. We'll take a look here on the replay.
Here comes the replay, see if we can see what happened. There was some action happening after, and I don't know if they got the quarterback. Of course, we followed the ball with the cameras. And here comes Laundrie. It looks like they're stepping it off against the Cowboys, and I think it was a holding. They're going to lose 10 yards on that, and we brought the pressure and did really well with that. And you saw the result was the quarterback puts that ball up 5 yards behind his receiver. He just had to get rid of it.
Yep.
Good defensive stand here by the Utes.
They're going to replay that down 2nd and 20 now for the Cowboys on the Utes' 46-yard line. Go to the first man right up the middle.
There we go.
Great job. They're keying on something now.
Okay, and this is a different Ute team than we've seen. And you can see Connolly's out there getting his charges fired up. You saw after Reitzel came out of that timeout, you saw Connolly get the guys together, and he started yelling. You could see from his body language he was upset. And now all of them are playing with a little bit of fire in their bellies, and it's a whole different defense and offense that we're seeing between the two teams. And the Utes aren't missing is the biggest thing.
3rd, and we're going to call it 25 for the Cowboys. They're going right up the middle. They know what worked before. They're going to go right up the middle. Forget that passing stuff. Oh, no, they're going to fake it. They got that play action pass. Guy wide open in the backfield, 41.
And does not pick up the first down.
We know they don't have a kicking game, so they're obviously going to go for it.
Dylan Hanks right there saves the first down, even though they had a long 3rd and 24 there.
Wyatt Barris with the reception there.
Wow. That's a good hold on the right guard. I don't know if you saw that in the replay. He had his jersey, but he had it inside the shoulder pads, and he was pulling him straight down so he couldn't get around on that end. That's just a good, solid hold.
4th and 3, a big defensive play stand right here for the Utes.
Yeah, this
they
is
can
where
hold it.
Punting doesn't do you any good. It goes in the end zone. Can't kick that far.
Oh, they got the jump.
They got the jump. That's an automatic first down. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, the hard snap. Nick Peterson looks like got a little too excited about getting around the outside and jumped. Tried to reset, but.
Yeah, and he was upset with himself. He knows. That's hard. You're out on that wing. You're trying to get there because you've got the farthest distance to go to get to anything. He's just trying to get a little bit of an edge and got caught on a hard cadence from the quarterback's coach. The Cowboys quarterback. There we go.
Cowboys quarterback. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 22-yard line of Uintah. Time 3:47 left in the first. Great job. Whatever they've done has seemed to work up the middle. I think the Cowboys are starting to realize that.
I didn't compare. They've gone to 5 down linemen. I don't know if that's what they opened the game with. But the 5 down linemen, they're doing their job. They're taking all the blockers out of the play, and now the linebackers are doing their job.
Great job. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. 20-yard line.
Look at that big old center for the Cowboys.
He's a big boy.
Number 78, Christian Estrada. Here they come into more of a power formation.
Oh, he's going to look to the outside. Oh, right off his fingertip. Those quick slants are hard to guard as a DB because you're trying to get on his
Patrick
hip.
Massey was right there, you know, and you can't. You watch him coming right here, and he goes with him. He does the right thing. He's with him. He's within a yard of him. Within a yard. Had the quarterback got there, he can't do anything to defend it. You know, if the quarterback had hit him, it would have been a first down. But
like I said, those are hard. The timing plays kind of because that guy's running a quick slant across his body.
Yeah, the only thing you can really do as a defensive back is get up and jam them on those. If you can jam them before they get their release, because that's a timing play.
3rd and 7, the Cowboys. They're going to the right side of that guy who scored last time. Oh, get him, boys. Number 9, Kai Fisher.
Does a good job of falling forward.
They're going to give it?
Yeah, it looks like he got enough for the first down. Yeah, and they do give the signal.
It's going to be 1st and 10, just short of the goal line.
It's real slow developing, you know. We just couldn't get any penetration to get back there and get him early enough.
He's a big boy. You got a lot of beef on him. He just lowers his shoulder. He doesn't do a lot of juking or anything. Kai Fisher with the carry.
5'9", 185 pounds, so he's packing it into a small frame.
I think you got to jump here. So we're going to false start. They're going to march him back and replay the down.
Penalties going both ways. Our mistakes have been just a little bit bigger.
Replay that first down, 1st and 15. That gives the Utes a little more cushion. They're not quite back in the backfield. 15-yard, or they're going to, yeah, it's about the 16-yard line is where the ball spotted.
What a victory for the defense if they can just hold here and keep them from putting another 7 on the board.
Got 2 minutes coming on the 2-minute mark in this quarter. They're going to look to pass. Got a quick slant. Oh, no.
Yeah, and they're clearly not a passing team. You know, they.
Like I said, they're their numbers were virtually nil in the passing category. They had a few of them, no touchdowns. They were averaged about, maybe 15 yards, but they're big numbers going to Kai Fisher and Jared Lambert and a few of the other running backs.
If he'd have hit him, Wyatt Barris was wide open. He would have just strolled over to the corner of the end zone. And that play action, when you're a big running team, that play action is just fabulous, but they haven't shown any aptitude to make those passes here just yet. They did have the big pass to get him out of the 3rd and 24 hole.
Get him, guys, right at the line of scrimmage. 33 there, believe that is Jared Lambert with the carry.
I'm impressed with the Cowboys, where sometimes you see the Utes stand up and do nothing. The Cowboys, you'll see on this play, all of the linemen get behind their runner and push. We missed the replay, but that's what they're doing. Is none of the teams quitting on that play. They keep going all the way until they hear that whistle. In that case, they had 3 or 4 linemen helping push, and their push was just a little bit better than our push.
It's good enough to bring him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 for the Cowboys on the 11-yard line.
Receiver on the left, receiver on the right.
He's going to look to the right. He's got a guy open. Go up and get it.
I got to
intercepted.
Wow, it almost.
Number 23 there, Patrick Massey.
Yeah, and Massey is in the receiver position, and he's getting mauled by number 11, Jacob Riding. You're going to see this, and it almost turns into offensive pass interference. Look at Massey. He gets where the ball's going to go down.
Almost brought down.
And Riding is just puts his hand over the top of Massey's face mask and then pulls him down to the right.
Well, they're going to line up for a field goal. This is about 5 yards.
Yeah, and you got to be careful here. He's on the 10-yard line. You had the 10 yards for the goalpost and the 7 yards deep, so it's a 27-yard field goal. Watch for the fake.
Yeah, they jumped too. Did you see the defensive line? They did the hard juke.
Yeah.
They say 2 can play this game. They did the hard step and got the offensive line to jump.
And not only that, but then they called their own foul too. They jumped, then they stood up and pointed. And the referee says, okay, here you go.
The Cowboys are still lined up for a field goal. This is much farther than we've seen this
I don't
kicker.
think the kicker has the leg for this. And so hopefully somebody on the special teams is saying fake, fake, fake.
I don't see the funny shoes. So maybe this is a fake. He doesn't have this isn't the kicker shoes that we're used to.
Oh, wow.
Geez, where'd they bring him from?
Well, okay, their point after kicker does not have that kind of leg.
I don't think that's the point after. If you look, he changed either that or he changed his shoes.
Yeah, maybe he said, well, I'll get my long distance shoes on. That's what he did there. So.
Yeah, he kicked that thing with at least 10 yards or 20 yards. So 3 more on the board makes the score 17-0. We're going to step away and have a word from our sponsors.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Welcome back, folks, to Uintah Basin High School football action here on VTV Channel 6, streaming live on Strata WebView. If you're just joining us, we're almost done with the first quarter, 1:15 left. The remainder, Cowboys up 17-0.
Well, and that's a win. I'm going to take that as a victory for the defense.
Yeah.
We had them in a position where it was 3rd and 24. They complete a long pass. We still stopped it. Unfortunately, we jump on, give them the first down there, but we bent,
yeah.
but we didn't break down there.
It's much easier to overcome 3 than it is 7. So.
Yeah, so that's a victory. And so here comes the Utes, and let's see if that emotion carries over to the offensive side. And we've got to see the line block better. That's what we're missing. We're missing some blocks up here, and all you got to do is just block your man. The guy that comes in your area, you block him. So here's a shift. You got to make sure you adjust and say, I've got so-and-so.
Maverick calling an audible at the line of scrimmage, switches his linebacker, his Riley in the backfield, switches him to the other side. They're going to hand it off to Riley. Not able to get anything, just too much penetration by that defensive line.
Well, you're going to see number 58 for the Cowboys, and he gets a clean release. You know, on that, even if you just got to lay down on him, you can't let him through like that.
2nd and 13.
Here's the replay. 58's right on the center, and we had a pulling. Yeah, it was just number 77 pulled.
Kind of a crossing guard or something. Was able to just
pulled in the opposite direction.
I don't think he got the word. I think they changed it at the line of scrimmage, like Coach had talked about.
Yeah.
And the defense or the line didn't get it.
Yeah, he just left, and that left a gaping hole, and 58 comes through unmolested.
I'd like to thank Moon Lake Electric. They've been operating here in the Uintah Basin since 1938, just a couple years. Owned and operated by the people they serve. Moon Lake Electric is a cooperative, not privately owned, which is big in this day and age. A little more customer service, a little more privacy, a little more, I don't know, hometown way of life.
Moon Lake Electric. Thanks for sponsoring the game. Utes called the timeout. Wrightsville got right out there. And it's a good timeout. You know, there was confusion. Everyone's got to know, and you know, it's up to the quarterback to let everyone know if he's got to walk up to the line, tell me change the play.
Yeah, the back knew what was going on, but I don't think anybody else did.
Here
Maverick
got
to read that blitz. He's got a few guys coming.
Here comes the coverage.
Get rid of that ball. He tucks it. He runs. Tripped up. Great.
Well, you got the blitz coming, and that means somebody's open. So it's got to be 1, 2 balls gone.
Kyler Cloward. Watch him trip it up, number 51. He just gets him right by the shoestrings. Watch 51's on the ground. Reach out your arm. Whoop. Got him down.
You saw right here, the receivers got to know the blitz is coming, and they got to know where the blitz is coming from. So you saw Hunter Connolly come in left, and then he goes back out right. He needed to just continue into that left, into that flat open spot, and he, you know, there's going to be a wide opening if you bring the blitz, and there was. We just didn't react to it well enough.
Looking across as a screenplay, wasn't able to bring the ball down.
Wow.
If you watch
I
the
don't know
receiver
what that
here,
is. The ball's on the ground, and two Cowboys lay a lick.
The pass is incomplete.
I didn't think they called it dead. They had a receiver coming back, 83, looking for the ball underneath. Catches the ball. It was meant to be kind of a screenplay, just not enough organization in that line to create a wall. That's going to bring up 4th and 14. They're going to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Almost blocked that time.
Wow, the kid's a nice Ute roll. It's going to go to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to stop it right there. 6 seconds left in this first quarter.
Well, they brought it right back to.
Jeez, I think he punted it off the head of somebody. You watch the way that thing is going.
He's punting, trying to save his life right there.
1st and 10 for the Cowboys, right at midfield. 50-yard line is where we're going to spot that ball.
VTV's live football Skycam, made possible by Basin Rentals.
The brave man of the bunch, Devin's up there, holding on for dear life. We just kind of sent him up there like we're sending him out into the wilderness.
Oh, and we missed the option.
Oh, good job by the DB there. See how he held his guy? He wasn't able to turn in. Forced it to the outside.
Very great individual effort. He held the block, ditches the block, tackles the runner. If it weren't for the efforts of Massey there, that'd be another 6.
Good job. Well, believe it or not, Mark, that is finally the end of the first quarter. They're going to put 12 more minutes on the board. Switch sides, and
we're going to take a break. We'll see you guys after the break.
Are you reaching your fitness goals? Do you have any? Are you tired of the same old routine? Have you considered having a trainer? Come in today to see what CrossFit has to offer. Our well-trained staff of personal trainers can help you reach a higher quality of life. Think CrossFit is for elite athletes only? Anyone with a desire can reach their fitness goals. CrossFit Avenue, committed to you and your quality of life.
Western Petroleum is a local company that has expanded throughout the country, providing a wide variety of services, including fuel delivery, lubes, oils, and propane. Although Western has experienced tremendous growth, they continue to be committed to many events here in the Uintah Basin, including high school sports, rodeos, charity fundraisers, livestock shows, and they are an active member of the local chamber. As Western continues to be a leader in the petroleum industry and expand their service areas, they are committed to powering the promises made to their customers now and in the future.
Great job. Welcome back, folks. If you're just joining us, we're started the second quarter, and great play there by the Cowboys, but able to be broken up by number 33, I think, is who was credited with that. Nick Peterson. It was kind of a screen play out to the left side, but
gives him a really short third and about 1 yard to go. Nick saved the first down, and
right
that's
up the middle, quarterback keeper.
Good audible by the quarterback. I don't know if that was a called play or not, but he got up there. The defense wasn't quite really set up. They had the linebackers 4 yards off. A lot of times what you teach your kid there is it's a called audible. You just slap the butt of the guy in front of you and say, let's go.
That's what he did. He had that big 78 plowing a road for him.
Yeah, you look at his size. He's 265 pounds right there in the middle. The anchor of the offensive line for the Cowboys.
Big boy. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys now from the 40-yard line. Pitched out to the right side. He's got a lead blocker. I think that's Fisher. Rocked. Great team tackling by the Utes there. Where, let's see, yeah, that is Fisher, Kai Fisher. Brought down by about 3 different. Good job by Connolly turning it up, turning it inside there. Great job. 52 with the tackle. Dylan Hanks. 2nd and 7 for the Cowboys. 36-yard line. 10:20 left in the second quarter. Whoa, the fumble. Oh, I think they recovered it.
That's a nice break there for the Utes. Definitely a Ute recovery.
That's such a dangerous play. They've run it so much. Great job by the Utes recovering that ball.
Finally the break we needed right here.
He's going to try to give it to the first running back right there, but the running back.
Got out ahead of the quarterback.
That's such a dangerous play because no one really knows, not even the quarterback or the running backs, where the ball's going to go until it is, in your hands. And that time, Kai Fisher had no intentions of taking that ball and ended up on the ground and recovered by the Utes. So 1st and 10, Maverick in the backfield.
Time to take the speed, make the speed of the Cowboys a disadvantage to the Cowboys. Let them come through and just open up a hole and expose those holes. There's the opportunity. And
Kai
look
Fisher,
at that.
He's got some yards.
He's got some space. He tried to cut back. He got to the 50-yard line. And here come the Utes. They've come alive. He got a 15-yard play out of that, Brian.
Riley to Michael. That almost broken up by Fisher. Look at Fisher in the backfield.
Watch the replay, though. We let him through, and then we just put it right over the top.
Great job.
And 77 did the right thing. He just got rid of the guy trying to tackle him.
1st and 10 at midfield for the Utes. First time they've been in the Cowboys territory, I believe, tonight. Going motion again. He's gonna stay. He's gonna hold it. It's quarterback keeper
we
to the
got
left
a whole
side.
lot of space here. It's gonna be another big play. He picks up about 8 yards right there. Look at Grantsville getting in their faces. This is something to get excited about right there. And when you see a whole bunch of black out in front of your runner like that,
look, he goes
this
in motion
is
and
incredible.
Stops. He's got 3 or 4. They crack each other there.
Yeah.
Oh, the receiver there, 81, came back and cracked his own guy, but Colton. But great job. That brings up 2nd and 8, or excuse me, 8 yards on that carry. 2nd and 2 for the Utes.
Here comes the blitz on the left side of the
They're gonna
defense.
Put an option or motion right up
he
the
got
middle.
Through.
No one knows
still
he's got
driving
the
his
ball.
feet. It's a one-man show against 5. Ha ha! That's how you run the football. You get your head down. Riley DeMichael takes 5 Cowboys, 5 yards on his shoulders.
Good enough for a first down. No one really knew he had the ball, I don't think. And then they stood him up. Good job by the Cowboys, stand him up and try to pull that ball.
Yeah, he took 5 of the Cowboys with him. I've been saying his name wrong.
What is it?
DeMichael.
DeMichael.
Good thing we got the
Dom
faithful up here telling us how to say these names.
Oh, no, airs it out. Intercepted by number 21. Read that one like a book. Oh, man, the ball came out.
Lindquist's pass is intercepted by Gowan Williams.
We got a lineman on the ground, number 69.
He read that thing like a book. Look at him break on the
Yeah,
ball.
he just broke on it. Connolly's supposed to sit in that seam in the defense. And what happened is when he went to make his cutback, his cleats went out on him. So it looked like on the run back, that's when our offensive lineman got hurt. It was after the interception coming back the other way, and he stripped his helmet off immediately.
Travis.
That's going to give us a chance to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll give you an update. Oh, he's getting up. Well, I guess we're not going to take a break.
We got some tough linemen here.
Another standing ovation.
This homecoming crowd's
Cole
not
Mayer
out of
comes
it yet.
off the field to a standing ovation. And now we got to switch sides, and you got to switch that mentality. You know, the good news is we were moving the ball on them. We were starting to do the things that the coach had set up.
1st and 10 for the Cowboys. 45-yard, about the 40-yard line. 8:45 left in the half. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, kicks it out to the outside. He's got a lot of room, but brought down. Great job by Connolly there. Connolly's he's only 160 pounds, but he can sure tackle.
He's got some speed out there. Got caught up a little bit too deep.
Turns it inside and able to bring it down. Almost gets a hand on that ball as well. Good enough for a first and 10 for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and you saw Connolly get up. He got a little too deep. That outside linebacker is supposed to contain, and he got sucked in when the original action went inside, and then he bounced it back out.
They're going to go to the opposite side this time. Great job turning it inside. Lots of help and brought down for a gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8 for the Cowboys at the 42-yard line. Clock marching at 8 minutes now.
Mitchell gives him a hand up after the play. Peterson and Mitchell in on the tackle. You like to see your DB turn them back, the action back in. Can't get broke outside.
They're one man short. They bring in Jacob Riding. Bringing it the second guy. Oh, great job. It finally rocked. Whew. Number 52 there. Got a helmet on him. Dylan Hanks.
You see Connolly comes in and spins him, and Hanks comes over from the right linebacker position, and while he's spinning around, just catches him and puts him on the turf.
3rd and about 5 now for the Cowboys. We're on the 38-yard line.
Second period has been a lot better to the home team. They came out really flat on those first 2 defensive possessions.
Like they didn't know what hit them. They changed up their defense, got a little bit more pressure. Those holes weren't quite as big. Try to get the hard snap, not there. He's got lots of guys. He's going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's
great job by the secondary.
Good defense all the way around.
Yeah,
the defensive line got pressure. They got deep. The DBs were on their guys. The quarterback had no choice. He was either going to get creamed or he had to get rid of that ball. And that's just good defense.
That's a heads-up play by the quarterback,
and actually, the quarterback still took a shot. That's just good defensive pressure from the Utes.
4th here. I imagine they're going to go for it. They're about at the 38-yard line. They could squid kick it and put it right near the end zone, but they're going to go for
it. You run the risk of it going in the end zone. You pick up, 16, 17 yards. Might as well go for it. And the Utes know it's at stake right here, and they're going to go for a
across
pass.
The middle.
And it's well overthrown.
Man, good job. Great defensive play. Turnover on downs there. The Utes got momentum behind them. 6 minutes on the board. They still got lots of time to score here before the half.
Yeah, the Utes have really changed the way this game's being played. The last offensive possession, you know, the turnovers created by a guy's cleats not sticking. He slips, falls down, and the defensive player's right there for the easy pick. But the momentum's kind of shifting a little bit. Let's see if the Utes can capitalize on that.
1st and 10 for the Utes. 38-yard line going the opposite direction. Maverick shift on the defensive side.
And this is what we were talking about here with some of the coaches up in the booth. Is just take the guy that's in your zone. Don't follow a guy out of your zone. That's what's creating these mismatches.
They're going to throw a flag because they blew that whistle long before, and they threw him to the turf way after.
Did they get that, or did he come down on his face mask on the tackle?
I think they tackled him after the play had been called dead. See, they started blowing whistles about now, and they kept going until they had him on the ground.
Yeah, and these Grantsville players, they're like that, though. They're aggressive.
They're very aggressive.
If a guy's standing there, they come and knock him. You know, they wait for the whistle. They get a little bit after the whistle, maybe. So tonight's broadcast is live right now. Techris Design is a proud sponsor of Strata WebView live stream. Watch it live at strata.tv. Live football in the Uintah Basin.
Good enough for a first down. Past midfield now, 48-yard line. They're going to pitch it out to the right side. Mitchell not able to get too much there. They're going to bring him back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's just about it.
Well, he's lucky because what happens, there's a little miscommunication between he and the quarterback, but when things are going your way like they are right now for the Utes, even a miscue, the ball bounces right back up into the breadbasket, and he's able to get around and just get back to the line of scrimmage, stays on the Cowboy side of the field.
2nd and 11. They've lost a yard there. 2nd and 11 for the Utes. Oh, good snap there. Right up the middle to DeMichelle.
DeMichelle with the ball.
He's got a couple yards, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Brought down by Jared Lambert.
The clock marching now about 5:35.
It's going to be a 3rd and about 7 yards.
They need a big play here. They need to come up with a first down and try to keep possession of this ball at least till the half.
Well, it's two down territory, Brian. Just pick up half of it here. You know, you're down by 17. You got 5 minutes left in the period. Get half of it here. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Protection. Oh, laid him out to dry and rocked.
Wow.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's a rough play. 83 there. Eli
Hutt goes up high, and you saw Maverick back there pointing, trying to tell him where he wants him. But look at the job the offensive line does. He has a lot of time. Woo! And he put it up there high. Boy, that kind of gets into that defenseless receiver thing where a guy can't defend himself. The ball's passed.
They're going to punt it away.
Oh, I don't know that I like that call.
They don't want to risk
Watch out for a fake. No, and there is no fake. It is going to be punted.
It's fielded about the 15. Oh, good job. Oh, no, they didn't wrap him
away
up.
From it. Good pursuit by the Utes. Avoided a little bit of a disaster. The punt
a few more yards.
results at a kick to the 11-yard line.
Oh, Connolly got rocked on this play. If you watch this, he probably doesn't want me to repeat that, but he got a little airtime there. Jim right here.
That's top right of your screen, and here comes the kind of the semi-cheap shot.
Yep.
You know.
I'm just going to let you see a little bit of my face mask before I knock you on your butt.
Yeah.
That's about it. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys on the 15-yard line.
We've talked about it all night. The Cowboys players, whether they're involved in the play or not, are hitting and hitting hard. The pitch to the left, the defense has it strung out.
Good job by the defense there. They're going to lose a couple yards on the play.
I didn't see what happened. I thought that they caught the I thought they tackled the player, the Cowboy player at the 11-yard line, and they're set up. The first down marker was at the 16-yard line. Perhaps I missed that, but
he broke the first tackle and was able to get a few more yards.
That might have been what it was.
And
then I was so focused on the.
They're going to look to the right side. They're going to hand it up the middle. Gets a couple on the play. Good job by the defense. Not giving. I mean, you can give them a couple yards of play, but that's about it. Coming up on the 4-minute mark, score 0-17 in favor of the visiting Grantsville Cowboys. Homecoming night tonight. A lot of festivities before the game.
Boy, and these Cowboy plays, they're slowly developing. I mean, it's not like they're making –
they're banking on their big line.
Yeah, just giving them enough time to develop that play. But, you know, it's not like these are super quick handoffs.
Yeah.
But their line is holding long enough for the players. Oh, and there's
right up the middle.
Yeah, that's where the quarterback sees something. If there's not somebody sitting right over the center, he's done it twice. Just a quick tap on the button, let's go.
I don't think it's good enough for a first down. They're going to mark it just shy, so it's 4th here.
Well, the Cowboys have already shown the propensity to just go for it.
They're going to go for it. I mean,
yeah.
You say, what
and
are
I
we
would have
gonna
liked to
lose?
seen Reitzel go for it here. You know, you got 2-down territory. You're in the Cowboys' side of the field. The Cowboys have moved the ball pretty much at will. I'd have liked to seen us go for it. And here are the Cowboys stacked
right
back
up
on
the middle again. Are they going to get the push forward? Oh, the ball comes loose.
Out, and that's going to be a turnover. And there's the referee on the field pointing Utes ball.
The quarterback's upset. He's on the ground saying, I was down when that ball came out. We'll look at it on the replay, but they're going to.
Well, the referees don't have the benefit of replay, but we sure do.
They stood him up.
And I don't see the ball, and it's out. I don't know when it came out.
It looked like he was on the ground.
But there was a referee right up on top of the play and immediately signaled turnover.
Well, that's hard because he grabbed the ball right as the quarterback was falling to the ground. He reefed up on the ball, and that's what caused it to come loose. So big turnover on plays here. 1st and 10.
We saw this in Altamont.
Oh, we got some jumping on the line there. They send that man in motion.
Well, and they're pointing and they're trying to make assignments, and then they have a little bit of a jump. So we saw this in Altamont. Altamont was controlling the first half, and the visiting team came in and they scored right at halftime.
Yeah.
It changed the dynamic of the game. If the Utes can score here, that first quarter we're gonna put a big blackout on that. It didn't go our way very well, but if they can score here and come out in that 3rd period and play the way they've been, this could change the dynamic of the whole game.
He's going to keep the ball over to the left side. Gets about 3 yards on the play. Lindquist kept that ball, came out to the left side.
Brought down by Devin Adams.
Fakes that run to number 34 there, Mitchell. So bring up 2nd and 8, or I'm sorry, 2nd and 12.
Because of the, you had the 5-yard false start penalty. But they got to score here. They've got to score right up the middle. He gets past the first line. The linebacker gets him.
It again?
Yeah, Lindquist saw that hole open up. He decided to bring it down. Gets a nice positive yardage on the play.
I haven't seen Sight's leg. Is he in range here?
Yeah, he can hit from about 45 yards consistently. Sights is the younger brother of the oh, and I can't ever remember the side. There's so many Sights.
Tanner Sights.
Tanner last year hit from what? School or
50,
state record.
Wasn't it?
He was half
50,
yard off
I think
the
it was
state
50,
record.
51 is what it was.
Here comes that
no.
screenplay, and
too
they
much
just
pressure.
missed him. Yep.
Well, this has got to, I mean, punting can't be an option here. So you either go for it or you try out Sights' leg.
Yeah, you know, so Tanner last year, half yard off the state record.
Sights was ready to go in. He had his tee and everything, and coach calls him off, says we're going to go for it.
4th and 6. I sure would have liked to seen us go for 4th down before. Well, we got a special treat here for you, Brian.
Dave Rasmussen.
Yeah, we got Dave Rasmussen. You know, we've got him up here in the booth.
Great job.
And Connolly on the 4th down. He signals first down, and the faithful reward him with a U in the air and a whole bunch of screaming.
Great job by Connolly across the middle there. Heads up play. Lindquist hits him perfectly, and in stride and falls forward for first down. Great job on 4th down there for the Utes. So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Whoa.
Stood up right at the line of short of the line of scrimmage there. Now Michelle, they're going to bring him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about all they're going to give him. 2nd down.
Yeah, and that's where we just didn't pick up the guy in our zone and just let him through. We got to make sure if there's a guy there, we take him out first.
Closing in on the 1 minute.
1 minute,
time.
3 seconds left on the 16-yard line.
They got to score here. Flag's in our way. Can't see what's going on. Going to pass it off to Del Michelle, but not anything happening in the backfield there.
Yeah. You know, we've got a treat here, Brian. As soon as the quarter expires, we're going to spend a couple of minutes talking to Dave Rasmussen, but, you know, he looked over at me and said,
what?
No blocking.
They've called a timeout. Maybe you want to do it now.
Yeah, we're going to talk to him during the timeout. Dave, we're going to put the headphones on him. It takes just a second.
Really?
Well, Dave, I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah.
Here, Dave's a guy. If you want any water questions answered in the Uintah Basin, you go talk to Dave. But we're going to go back to football. In 1952, when you played for the Utes, what was it like then?
We played on a dirt field down there where the middle school's at now. They didn't have no grass at all. Dirt. And then we practiced over in Dr. Landon's cow pasture and get cow poop all over us.
Well,
at least there was some grass there.
Yeah, it makes you tougher if you practice on cow poop and play on dirt, right?
Yeah.
You know, now Dave, I've always said I never want to go on a Life Flight ride, but you got to have Life Flight bring you in. What was that experience like? You're bringing the football in on the helicopter. What did you think of that?
Well, that's my second ride in that helicopter. The last time I was on a stretcher having a heart attack, and they flew me to the University Hospital. But this time I could look out the window and look right down Main Street. It was quite fun.
Oh, man, what an experience. The crowd loved it. We're going to take this play right here, Dave. It's 3rd and 16. He's going back, looking in the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Oh, that's just, you know, and right when you came up, Dave, and unfortunately for the Utes, they turned it over. But I heard you say right when a play failed, no blocking.
Well, that's what it boils down to.
You
They got to give him a chance.
Yeah, and football hasn't changed. From 1952 to 2012, if the line doesn't block, what happens?
Yeah. The line is the most important part of the team. I don't care what they say. If the line doesn't do their job, the quarterback, the running back, they don't get nothing.
Yeah. If you don't have time for the play to develop, and we've seen the Cowboys control that line of scrimmage.
Right.
Well, I see you've got your original Letterman's jacket on.
This is 60 years old.
60-year-old Letterman's jacket. Now, Dave, it fits you pretty good.
Well.
And you're 78 years old, and that thing looks like it was built for you right there.
They even put your name in them back in those days.
Oh, he's got the name in it and everything. Now, how many sports did you play when you were in high school?
Well, I did football, wrestling, and some basketball.
Yeah, so back in the day, was that before they were dunking the basketball or afterward?
Oh, that was way before.
Oh, okay.
Most of us couldn't even hit the rim. That's the rim, bottom of the net.
Yeah, it's all in the shoes. You know, the athletes aren't any better. They just wear better shoes. You know that, right? Yeah. So you come to every home game?
Well, I try to, but I'm getting up now to where I'm kind of catching cold once in a while. I've got one out right now, so I'm a little bit croaky.
Well, you know that because of VTV, you can watch it live at home now.
Well,
we don't want to get you soft in your old age watching from the couch. We want you to still come out here. But
well, for years and years, me and Dave Murray sat over there on the other side on that berm. Old Dave passed away here some time ago, so I'm out living on my old buddies.
Yeah, well, you know, if you well, you've had the Riding Life Flight, so you know you've already had your heart attack. You've taken the best shot that death can give you. You're going to be watching games for another 10 years, aren't you?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, well, good. We appreciate you coming up the booth. We look forward to having you here at all the home games, and thanks for your enlightenment and entertainment here.
There's one thing I wanted to ask. What happened to Dennis Mott? He's usually up here.
Oh, yeah, what happened to Dennis Mott? I don't know. You know, Brian and I are his son-in-laws.
Yes.
We put him out to pasture.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I taught Dennis in junior high.
You know, you taught Dennis in junior high? Yeah.
And I've sold him a ton of bulls through the years.
Yeah. Well, you know, we took the car keys away from him. We put him out to pasture out there with the old horses is what we've done with him. So the younger generation's taken over.
Well, Dennis did a good job, kind of like you guys up here calling the games.
Oh, it's a lot of fun to come up here and, you know, watch these Utes and, you know, different offense out there, and they're learning it. They're gonna get better.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get better.
Yep.
So. Well, anyway, thanks, Dave.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Enjoy the second half. And right here we got a turnover. No, not a turnover, but just a missed snap on 3rd and 5. 24 seconds left. Uintah, unfortunately, is out of timeouts, so they're going to be able to let the clock run out. But the Cowboys with a big miscue and almost turns into a safety.
Him in the back and got him out of the way.
Yeah, if we could have just got there and let the ball roll into the back. But unfortunately for the Utes, they're going to be able to run out the clock, and that's going to end the half. We're going to go to the halftime entertainment. Halftime entertainment is brought to you by Dan's Tire, sponsor of high school football halftime performance. Here at Uintah High on homecoming, they're going to have fireworks. They're going to have drill team. They're going to have cheerleading. It's going to be quite a show. Stick around, folks, for that. We're going to take a small break. We'll bring you the halftime entertainment presented by Dan's Tire after the break.
We have to ask the students once again to please stay off the sidelines, as it may interfere with the halftime performance. Now please welcome the Uintah Ute Marching Band. They will be performing their competition show this evening. The band is under the direction of Brian Gibson with color guard instructor Wendy Giroux. They are led on the field by drum majors Ryan Pierce and Jake Jorgensen. Now presenting Piano Man, the music of Billy Joel, the Uintah Ute Marching Band.
comes the second act from Uintah High School.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Uintah Ute Marching Band. Finishing with "We Didn't Start the Fire, but Someone Did." If you take a look up on U Hill, the halftime tradition, the burning of the U. Now for the second portion of your halftime entertainment tonight, please welcome the 2012-2013 Uintah High Cheer Squad and Drill Team performing "Unstoppable." This routine was choreographed by cheer captain Sammy Jackson and drill team dance captain Elise Smewen. The cheerleaders are under the direction of Penny Jackson, and the Uets are under the direction of Robin McClellan and Tanya Wheeler. Here they are, the cheerleaders and drill team performing and welcoming all former UHS cheerleaders and UETs back for homecoming. At this time, all Uintah High School students are invited to come out on the field to join the cheerleaders and drill team in the singing of the school song.
Cameron!
If the students can please go to the side of the cheerleaders and drill, not in the center of them, please. Off to the side so they can do their thing. And
good. Are you having any fun? Huh?
With the accompaniment of the Uintah High School band, here is the school song. And fans may follow the cheerleaders over to the side to make a tunnel for the team as they come back in. Follow the cheerleaders and the drill team.
Tonight's game coverage is presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah who were unable to obtain electric service from a private power company. The cooperative philosophy involves working together for the common good by providing a service that is beneficial to all. Moon Lake Electric is owned by those it serves and is a valuable community partner. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uintah Basin High School.
Western Petroleum is a local company that has expanded throughout the country, providing a wide variety of services, including fuel delivery, lubes, oils, and propane. Although Western has experienced tremendous growth, they continue to be committed to many events here in the Uintah Basin, including high school sports, rodeos, charity fundraisers, livestock shows, and they are an active member of the local chamber. As Western continues to be a leader in the petroleum industry and expand their service areas, they are committed to powering the promises made to their customers now and in the future.
You reaching your fitness goals? Do you have any? Are you tired of the same old routine? Have you considered having a trainer? Come in today to see what CrossFit has to offer. Our well-trained staff of personal trainers can help you reach a higher quality of life. Think CrossFit is for elite athletes only? Anyone with a desire can reach their fitness goals. CrossFit Avenue, committed to you and your quality.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Strata Network's cable TV service offers nearly 300 digital channels, up to 50 in high definition, with advanced features such as DVR service, an on-screen guide, and parental controls. No contract, no costly equipment, no bulky satellite dishes mounted to your home. All from a local company you can trust at a price you can afford.
This is the moment. The Hear Us Roar 10K, 5K, and Kids Fun Run is Saturday, September 29th, benefiting local children with the gift of hearing through the Olive Osmond Hearing Fund. And don't miss the special live concert with Merrill Osmond, Friday, September 28th.
Hello, I'm Merrill Osmond. Please join me for my benefit concert and the Hear Us Roar 10K and 5K run to help bring music to the ears of the hard of hearing children. See you there.
I'm keeping it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UInta Basin High School football action. We see the U glowing in the distance there.
Halftime tradition, they have the burning of the U up on U Hill.
Light it up.
And the Utes are burning. We got into that second period, and the Cowboys punched us in the chin, and we recovered, and we made a football game out of it. We're 6 minutes into that first period, and I thought we were going to hit 40-point deficit before we hit halftime.
And once again,
it looked rough.
Ute fans
they came out. They came back in that second quarter. Like you said, the
girls
points
basketball team is slowing them.
So far was 14 points in that first quarter, 3 in the second, so they've definitely changed something up. Hopefully they can change it and put some points on the board in this second half. Kick it deep, it's fielded at about the 3-yard line, brought out, hit hard. He was hit just about the time the fireworks went off. I'm gonna stop the ball about the 26.
The ball carrier gets hit, the fireworks go off, he goes, man, I'm seeing stars.
There was choreographed almost perfectly. Right when they hit him as the first rocket blew up.
Yeah, they had a timed fuse. They just forgot how long those timers were. So supposed to go off at halftime. We'll take it in the third period, right? And the Cowboys are probably thinking, I've never played the fireworks before.
Right up the middle. Great job by the D-line.
Yeah, the only fireworks that's happened on the football field is our D-line is telling their offensive line, not in this half.
Second and about 7 now for the Cowboys. That's a little bit better. You can actually hear it now.
Well, just to start the half, I don't know which noisier, the fireworks or the U crazies going out here. They were stomping on the stands doing some kind of a cheer, and I'm swaying back and forth 3 or 4 inches up here in the booth. And the referees are going to say,
call it till
why don't you guys all enjoy this fireworks show? That's going to be on us. And they say go to your sideline until these fireworks get over.
Might as well let the audience take a look at the fireworks as well. Not a lot happening.
Well, while we take that break, let's take a look at our schedule, Brian. Remaining schedule, September 21st. Layton Christian comes to Duchesne.
Duchesne's on fire right now.
Yeah, Duchesne, well, they won the state champion, and they're in the contention every year. We got Park City at Union, that's September 28th. October 11th, Wasatch visits Union. October 12th, Judge Memorial here at Uintah Stadium again. October 17th, Altamont and Duchesne, and boy, am I looking forward to that game. And then the Basin Bowl on October 18th. Boy, that week from the 11th through the 18th, we're going to have, what, 4 games in an 8-day period?
Yep.
Ooh, it's going to be a football smorgasbord on Strata, WebView, and VTV Channel 6. You can watch these games live, of course, and I also want to let the audience that's watching out there know you can get DVD and Blu-ray copies tonight's game and all games that we broadcast. Go to www.vtvchannel6.com or call 781-1902 for your copy.
Well, some of the keys to the game, as we talk to some of the coaching staff.
Biggest cheer of the night was for the grand finale.
It was pretty hot stuff. Uintah, they just want to play aggressively, fundamentals, hold on to the ball. That's going to be the key to tonight's game. If they look to put any points on the board tonight, they've got to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, and Grantsville has that aggressive blitz, and our defense has to adjust and push the blitz in certain directions to create some holes. You know, and the most important thing for Coach Reitzel's team is region plays coming up. got to get ready for that. We got to start competing in those games and then take advantage of this energy. And you can see in the background what we're talking about. These guys have been going all game like this. We got mohawks, we got painted bodies, we got
pom-poms
and faces and crazy hair. Oh, to be 17 again, huh, Brian? There's the grand finale.
Better
Look at
than the
this.
4th of July. Where'd this budget come from?
Well, we got one of the booster club out here. I'm going to have you talk to Dave Ryan, Brian. He can tell you about some of the activities the booster club's out doing.
Dave, are you responsible for this?
Absolutely not.
Didn't have a thing to do with it.
I do not take credit nor any type of responsibility or lack thereof of this.
Do you know who put it on? Because it was a pretty good show.
It was. I think it was a little bit premature. I think it was supposed to be for after the game.
Oh,
but
somebody lit the fuse a little early, huh?
Yeah, someone's got some pessimism going on, and they don't think that the Utes are going to come back and win this game.
Oh, they got a lot of fire still left in them.
They do. They really do.
Well, that brings up 3rd now. We finally resume play. The grand finale of the fireworks take place. So 3rd and 5 now for the Cowboys.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts about these broadcasts is you get so much interaction with. We're right here in the middle of the fans. We got the coaches walking past us the whole time. Dave Ryan's son plays on the JV team. He's dressed tonight, of course, but he's part of that booster club. And I know there's a lot of community effort for the football team and all the athletics here for the Uintah Utes.
33 wide open. Underthrew him. That pass game is just not there for him.
It's not there, but when they figure it out, their play action,
they're going to be dangerous when they figure out that pass.
You watch this replay,
33's
and
wide
immediately
open.
we heard the coaches for Utes say pass, pass, pass. 33 came through that little gap created by the right guard there, and he was wide open. If he'd have hit him on stride, it could have turned into a big play. But here's a big
4th
play.
down. I don't even see a punter out there. Well,
There's the punter. I think that's the first punt look we've seen. And
Yeah.
I like this punt formation better than what the Utes play. They have 3 blockers, so that anyone that breaks through one of these 3 blockers, and all they have to do is chip them. They don't have to engage him, just chip them. He gets off a decent kick.
Connolly fields the ball,
And
kicks
here
it out
goes
to the
the
outside.
speed.
Turn it on. Keeps his feet.
All the way to the
Finally
45-yard line, and there's the flag. We're going to get 15 more yards out of that, Brian. And the Cowboys' aggressiveness sure is going to make them pay right here at about the 45-yard line. Here comes the Cowboy and just chips Connolly after he's out of bounds. What a run back by Connolly, and a nice assist from the Cowboys for an extra 15 yards.
Yeah, he goes out of bounds right there at the initial hit. Right there, he's out, and then 57 comes and hits him again. There's a couple of flags there.
Yeah, and did you see Reitzel come over and put a finger in his face? Don't hit my boys when they're out of bounds. And of course, the ultimate penalty is the 15 yards. That's going to set the Utes up at about the 30-yard line.
28-yard line, the Utes will take over. Great field position. This is a great time to set the pace of this remainder of this game. 10:21 left in the 3rd quarter.
And we had been moving the ball in the 2nd period, and it's time for us to do that. And here comes that blitz show. We know where the pressure's coming from, and they get away from it.
Lindquist keeps his feet,
10
hold
yards,
on to the ball.
15 yards.
Finally, out of bounds. Great job, he's fired up.
Yes, he's fired up, and they made the right call. He saw where the pressure was coming on the left side of the offensive line. He runs away from the pressure. He makes the first guy miss, the second guy misses, and it's not till the 3rd, so he's in the 3rd part of the defense before they even make contact with him, and he's fired up, and he should be. He's got his Utes poised to score their first points of the game, and it's been a ball game ever since the 2nd period started.
The Cowboys call a timeout that time. They're trying to take the wind out of their sails a little bit. They don't know what happened. Started with the fireworks and it hasn't gone downhill yet.
Our sponsors tonight, Ashley Regional Medical Center. Ashley Regional has 2 locations, Vernal and Roosevelt. The Roosevelt Clinic offers full services, lab, x-ray, women's health, including OB services.
Yeah, I would like to thank them for everything they've done. You mentioned Dan's Tire. They sponsored that halftime for us. We'd like to thank them, and all of our Strata WebView is being brought to you by Techris Design.
You know, I don't know about you, Brian. We're up here watching the commercials, and that Jeep commercial from L&L Motor, Let's go down and take a look at one of those Jeeps. Think those guys down there can
let us take it out for a test ride up in the mountains.
Yeah, I'll go break some parts for them if they need me to. You know,
just test it out for them a bit. 1st and 10 for Uintah. They're going to spot the ball out the 14-yard line. They got the crowd hopping. They got momentum. Lindquist is going to hand it up the middle.
He's got a lot of real estate at the 5. He's getting a push from his line. He's going to be down, and we got maybe a late hit.
Or a face mask, perhaps. We're going to see what the call is. It was brought in
right there at about the 4-yard lines where they call it dead, and I'm curious to see what the call is going to be. Here on the replay, we might be able to see it. Engages him about the 7-yard line.
It's hard to see. There's so many.
Yeah, gosh,
it's hard to see from that angle.
Scrum. It might have been the punch, and boy, that was a really ugly cheap shot.
Unsportsmanlike on the Cowboys.
Yeah, right in the back. Number 9 punched.
Yeah. Punching.
Yeah,
I think
basically
that's the
he
call
made a
is
punching to the head. I've never seen.
Gesture.
Yeah, let's
this
look
is like
at
charades.
The official,
I love it.
Yeah. Guess what
One
this
word
penalty is?
Sounds like.
Yeah. Oh.
I think it's half the distance to the goal because they're so close already.
And I wonder if the Utes can do
2-yard
the
line.
old right up the middle.
Lindquist is still in shotgun position.
They're way too much. They've got
They spread him out.
6 down. This is the power defensive set.
I would keep Lindquist, give him the ball, and they're going to pass it. They've thrown it away twice already.
Yeah.
I'd keep that ball away.
Yeah.
You know, keep it in your hands.
Boy,
do not throw the ball.
They throw the change up that goes across that flat, and all that DB has to do is break across that for just a really ugly play. But
Lindquist and Domichelle have done so well so far. I'd just keep the ball in their hands, maybe do a sweep around the outside and be in.
Well, and I agree, you can't be all one-dimensional. But that's surely a dangerous play. We've had, like I said, here's a quarterback keeper, the old Tebow style, and he got it. That's a touchdown for the Utes.
Oh no, they're going to mark him in like. Oh no, he's in. Finally, they call it touchdown.
And that's nothing fancy. That's a quarterback keeper. That way you don't lose that extra blocker. And here comes Reitzel out on the field just congratulating his guys. And look at that. That's just power, kept his legs driving, and he got in for the touchdown. Excellent drive. Starts with a beautiful run back by Connolly, gets the 45, get the personal foul to the 30.
The personal foul brought to this 2-yard line, and finally Lindquist was able to punch it in for 6.
And that's the old quarterback keeper, and that way you have 10-on-10 blocking, and all Lindquist has to do is make one guy miss or overpower.
Oh no, bad snap. Pitch it out to him. He pitches it. Oh, Seitz is able to keep the ball. So not able to come up with
a. Seitz is going to come back to the sideline and say, "Hey guys, I'm the kicker. Don't pitch me
beat
the
up.
ball when there's 7 guys that weigh 200 pounds plus coming bearing down on me."
Bad snap there on his right shoulder. Able to pitch it out. Seitz just able to keep his head enough to tuck it and lick his wound. So with 9:43 left in this third quarter, score 6-17 in favor of the Cowboys. We'll step away from word from our sponsors and be right back.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
Welcome back, folks. Uintah Basin High School football action right here on VTV Channel 6 and streaming live and Strata Web View for all you faithful watchers out there.
The live stream presented by Techris Design. And Seitz kicks it off, hits the 3-yard line, and here comes the Cowboys.
Right up the middle. Oh,
and they're going for
a strip.
Yeah, boy, I like to see that. That's just a sign of good coaching. They're going in there and they are ripping at that football. And we've seen turnovers on both sides of the football. Here comes the replay and sights.
They're going to down at about the 25-yard lines where they're going to call it. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Wrap that guy up.
You know, and Seitz is a slight kid, 5'7", 135 pounds, but that's a big leg for a little guy like that. He's one of the smallest players on the Ute team.
Right up the middle. Good job. That defensive line is really keyed in on that first back.
Well, and you see that right there. What happens is Tragan Daniels, he sheds his blocker just like they teach you. You just slide along and get rid of the blocker right when the football player comes through. Boy, when we see this play after play, those Cowboys, they keep blocking.
They do a good job. They find a guy even if it's 10 yards away.
They engage a guy and they just keep blocking. They're a good, well-coached team.
2nd and 8 now for the Cowboys.
Oh, and he missed him.
Light him up, 52. Light him up.
Right there, Dylan Hanks comes around. And the end just missed him, but Dylan did not. And Dylan comes up a little bit lame. Looks like he'll be able to walk that one off. Right there, 33, and that's Peterson. Just missed him, got a little bit deep. Jeez.
3rd and
got
7.
the better of that matchup for sure.
3rd and 7 for the Cowboys as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And we've seen this. The Ute defense has really come alive.
Fisher and Lambert in the backfield. It's going to be a pass out to Lambert.
He's got a wide open guy, and they got the first down and a lot more.
Halfback, tackle him, guys.
Got it over
almost able to keep his feet.
Wow, yeah.
Woo.
Wow, and that's what I was talking about on that passing play. When they hit, well, that's Dylan. That's Dylan Hanks. He was hurt after that last play, and he's really hurting now. I think the coaches have got to see that he's coming up a little bit lame.
He didn't.
Woo.
That halfback.
On 3rd and 8, the Cowboys had a great play-action pass, and boy, that play-action works. All 8 of our guys suck in, and there goes their guy into that flat right behind where the linebackers are.
I said it, if they can connect on that, they're going to be dangerous, and they finally did. They're going to look for it again this time. Oh,
sure.
Right off the hands. Good job by the quarterback. But
yeah, he put it right on the hands of William Reifenaw, and Reifenaw was not able to bring that in. And immediately, your hands go up to your helmet, and you're like, oh, I missed one there. And he might be kind of blessing his lucky stars because Dallin Sidaway was coming across there and playing safety. It would have been a firework. I'm not sure who would have got the worst of it. But
2nd and 10 for the Cowboys at the 43-yard line. They're going to run it up the middle. The Fisher is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, right in his face is Tragan Daniels. Tragan's a big guy.
That's Riding, I think, who's actually got the ball that time. No,
it's Daniels on the tackle.
It was Fisher.
And then a gang pile of other Utes get there.
3rd and 9 for the Cowboys.
To buy a ticket for an opportunity to win a TV from Aaron's. You still have a chance to win.
Well, they're doing all sorts of stuff for homecoming.
I got to get in on some of these drawings. They're giving away some good stuff.
TVs and gift cards, and boy,
they're looking to pass again. They got the guy in the outfit. Lit up by Connolly there just as he touched the ball. If you even think about touching that, I'm going to make you pay for it. Well, 4th down. I doubt that they will punt it away.
No, they're not. They're not showing any desire to punt. 4th and 9 here. They're on the 41-yard line. We've talked about this in seasons past. You get in kind of that, I don't know what you want to call it, maroon zone. You can't quite score. You can't punt. There's no advantage there. So a lot of these teams go for it.
I just watched that play action. It worked for them last time.
Yeah, they really got to watch that. Have an assignment. Here comes a
pass.
Right
across.
He puts it up for about a 20-yard, and he throws it out of bounds.
That's 4th down, so they're going to turn over. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, the defense is trying to play. Here it is. So we've scored a touchdown on the last series. We've got a good defensive stop. And at the 41-yard line, that's excellent field position for the Utes.
Right at 7 minutes on the clock, score 6-17 in favor of Grantsville.
And the
turnover
corners
on
for
downs.
the Utes, I'm impressed with these corners. They've been in the right place. You know, the only pass play that seems to be working is that play action where the back comes out of the backfield into that flat after the linebackers suck in. You know, and Patrick Massey was right there at the right spot, so if that ball had been in bounds, he was in the perfect place. And here's a nice play.
Right up the middle.
Michelle, and he gets
good enough for 4 or 5. They're going to give him a good spot there.
Yeah, they bring it up to the 47-yard line.
Kind of some crossing there at the line of scrimmage.
So you got 6, and that makes it a nice 2nd and 4. That opens up the playbook for these Utes.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line. Lindquist alone in the backfield. He's looking to pass. Gets rid of it. Oh, is his foot down? No,
well, they don't call it, and he gets another.
Looked like his
appears
knee
to be
was
about
down,
4 yards after the catch, and Colton Dolphemeyer, it looked like his knee was down. Here comes the replay, and you're going to see him right at about the 50-yard line. He turns and cuts in.
Oh,
and it was. It looked to me like it was down. 86 blocked the view. Referee was right on top of it, didn't call it. And that's a good break for the Utes. They go into the Cowboy territory, pick up a 1st down, and their offense is rolling right now.
1st and 10 now for the Utes, 44-yard line. Don Michelle in motion. They're going to keep the ball.
Oh, he makes the first guy miss.
Hold
and
on to that ball.
Lindquist is so strong. Look at that. After the hit, he picks up 3 more yards and just gets lower than the guy that hits him and drives his legs. And, boy, their offense is on fire right now. They're picking up 1st downs at will. They're in deep into the Cowboy territory. Here comes, see the replay. There's the fake. Makes the first guy miss. Gets lower than the guy tackling him and just drives. Picks up that extra 3 or 4 yards after the initial hit.
Good job. 1st and 10 for the Utes. Motion again. This time it's going to number 34.
The corner.
He got him out of bounds.
Yeah, Colton Mitchell. And, boy, the speed to get around that corner, because there was Cowboys in the flat waiting for him, and he just beat him.
Bring it back to the hash mark. They're going to give him about 7 yards on that play, 2nd and 3.
And when you're picking up 6, 7 yards on 1st down, it sure makes it easy. And this is a highly important set of downs for the Utes. They've got to score here.
Right at the middle, Don Michelle.
Boy, he gets the first down before they even make any contact, Brian. Another 1st down, and the Utes offensive
line is making huge holes. You see that? Watch this hole that Don Michelle runs through. They seal. Look how big he's got, 15 yards.
Well, number 77 didn't make initial contact, tell you, 7 yards down the field. Excellent job, and they only have 3 down linemen. And right now, they are winning the offense.
Lindquist, keep the ball. Keep pumping.
Gets it down to the 6-yard line.
Cowboys do not know what this team is.
They are on their heels right now. It's going to be 2 straight touchdowns if they score here. Change the dynamic of the whole game. Lindquist has come in on relief after the injury, and he is sure
1st and 10.
He's got this offense going in the right direction.
1st and goal. They're going to mark it about the 6-yard line.
Playing out of the shotgun again, and it's worked. Here comes the motion, Brian. Another keeper.
They're going to call a dead ball foul.
Oh boy, that's too bad. Did you see what number 77 did? I need a name for number 77. He's not on the roster. Is it Jen Rich? He came around there and he pulled. You watch him. He's pulling here, and watch what he does to 20. Yeah, and he's on his back saying, "Well, yeah, got 100 pounds on me."
Big guy.
Well,
they're going to replay. Well, they've moved him back a little bit. It was a dead ball foul against the Utes, so they're going to move him back 5 yards. 1st and 10.
Goal from the 11-yard line.
They're going to give it Don Michelle right up the middle. He was able to gain a couple on the play. Brings up about 2nd and goal, but they're about the 9-yard line. Utes looking very good in this 3rd quarter. They've come out a totally different team. Lindquist in the shotgun formation. He's got Don Michelle back to help. Passes it out. He's got Connolly. Connolly connects.
That's too bad because Connolly had it. He made number 21. That's number 21, Dallin Williams. Miss him. He just couldn't quite keep his feet. And Connolly's looking for the play. But watch this. He comes out here. He makes the move. And
just lost his feet right there.
Just can't keep his feet. A good play by Williams from the Cowboys. He saves a sure touchdown.
Lindquist. Connolly got the ball. Cut it up, Connolly. Cut it up.
And he got the touchdown. Oh, here comes the Utes. Wow, what a play on that reverse coming out of the slot position on the right side.
Connolly's got speed, and it killed right there.
Yeah,
he had
here
lots
it comes.
of room.
And there's a lot of room.
Great
and it's
blocking.
the block right there by
Don
Michelle. The block is what creates it. Good confusion created by the play calling. And the Utes got out there and executed, and we got a ball game, folks. 17-12, 3:58 left in the period.
They're going to see if they can get the snap down instead of going for 2, bringing it up to a 12-point
13-point.
They're going to try to just go for 1. Let's see if they relinquish the hold this time.
And this is the hardest transaction.
Better snap. It's up and good.
And it's up and good, yep. And no, they waved it off. They said it went off left,
Went off
Brian.
the left, huh?
Oh, that's a shame because it looked like a good transaction between center and the holder.
It had a lot of height.
He just pulled it a little bit to the left.
Oh, yeah. Right, that referee is right there, went to the left.
Yeah, and he saw it right away, and they waved it off. So 17-12, the special teams cost us a couple points. But right now, the Utes are controlling this game on the line of scrimmage, both defensively and offensively.
Yeah, 5 points. That's much better than 17. So 3:58 left in the third quarter. We'd like to thank all those sponsors again. It's CrossFit, Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Western Petroleum, Techers Design, Dan's Tire, and all of the good people that brought this presentation to you tonight.
Well, you know, the coaches called the right plays, the line executed, and the skill players did what they had to do. In that situation, you know, you've got that, you know, when to go for 2. And it might have been appropriate to go for 2 there, especially how we've controlled the line of scrimmage. So far, we've had the snap that went high, and then here we just missed it left. Sides had plenty of distance. He's got the kickoff.
About 5-yard line. They're going to field it. Follows his wedge up the middle, but shut down very quickly by the Utes.
4 Utes converge.
Great play. They're going to mark it about the 18. Oh, they're going to give him a few more yards.
Quentin Smith is not going to forget coming to Vernal because he got rocked right there.
It'll be a first down for Grantsville. With the ball on the
1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 20.
Just smack dab right on the 20-yard line. Good coverage by the special teams. And here come the Utes.
Right up the middle there, 33. They've keyed on it now. Able to shut it down. He only gets a few yards. They can hold him for a few yards there. Jared Lambert with the carry. Getting a little windy and chilly out here. Good thing we got this nice warm booth. Much better than Altamont. We were freezing over there last week.
Go up to Altamont. And Altamont knows when we're coming because they always cook up some special weather for us. Sleet and hail and rain and thunderstorms.
They did not disappoint last week.
Well, it was an excellent football game. You know, the score was 37-20 at the end, but it was closer than that. You know, they just piled on that extra touchdown right at the end.
They're going to do well this year.
Yeah, wow, there's an excellent play by Connolly. Does his job. He contains that end. He's fired up. The crowd's fired up. That's going to create 3rd and about 6. 3rd and about 6. And we've had some problems when we've had them on 3rd and 6. or 3rd and long. That's where they go to that play action.
Their 3rd and 4th downs are the strongest.
And they've missed some of the passes, and we've got lucky, but they've also made some big plays on 3rd and long. They will look for that play action into the right flat. And here it is again.
33, but he's covered this time. Oh, did he rocket it in? If it did, it was a great pass. What are they going to call it? Oh, they are going to call it completed. Let's watch this.
It might have hit the turf.
What a rocket.
Because it really came in low.
What a rocket. That looked
like
it
hit
caught.
the turf to me, but, I mean, it's the same problem the Cowboys have had. Their passes are all low. I can't tell
got his elbows
for
under
sure.
it. Great job by the quarterback threading that needle. They had all kinds of defenders over there. I thought it was very well defended.
We knew in the booth what was coming. It was 3rd and long. It's play action. And we even went on the right side like they've done it all night long. We've got to watch the tendencies.
1st and 10 up the middle. Bring him down. Ooh,
boy, with an escort, and it might have got the 1st down.
Forward motion. They're going to momentum. They're going to mark it. Ooh, they're going to give him a 1st down.
Yeah, with his momentum and the escort of the whole offensive line.
Something is
You're going to see
wrong.
right here, we're going to have the
52.
Just gets on his back, number 55, and then here comes the offensive line for the assist, and they push him across the 1st down line. And that's good running. You know, that's just good running by the Cowboys. Nothing to say about that. And we had Tragan Daniels right there about a yard deep.
Got him in the backfield. Good job. Number
Tragan
55
said,
there.
Yeah, Tragan said, not this time. I'm going to get you down before your offensive line comes to help you. And Tragan drops him for a loss of about 2 yards.
2nd and 12 now for the Cowboys.
And Peterson right with him.
Marked about the 42-yard line. Minute 15 and marching in this 3rd quarter. Cowboys under center. He's going to play out to the outside, play action. Same play, looking deep this time, has nobody. Rocked and out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Gang piled. What? And that right there is created by the coverage in the secondary. I'm watching back there.
Watch Hanks. He's injured too, that 52. He said
he's got that gimpy ankle. You know what's funny is when the game's
Look
live.
Boom.
Oh!
Got 3 of them, and they take him down. He's slow to get up, but he gets up every time.
Yeah, and when the game action's live, you forget your ankle's hurting. It's not until the whistle blows that you go, oh, yeah, my ankle hurts. But right there, I'll tell you what that was caused by. Number 25, Dallan Silaway, and Patrick Massey, number 23, were covering their guys so well. There was
trying
no
it out
option.
here. Get him. Oh!
Oh! Yeah, and there's Dallan Silaway. He hits him right when the ball gets there. And that's the kind you remember because your neck snaps backwards, you get rocked in the back, quarterback airs you out to dry a little bit, and you take a shot.
Boom. That ball, at first I thought it was going to go back in bounds, and they had all kinds of people to pick it off, but that thing came all the way out in the cheerleaders section.
Yeah, they're going to punt.
4th down, probably wise.
Once they get over that 50, they show no signs of any desire to punt.
We're hoping for another big return by Hunter Connolly.
And
kind of a line drive. Squid kick's going to a great roll, man.
Oh, man, and how does it
10-yard line?
How does it stay a half yard in bounds?
What did it roll, 20 yards?
Yeah, it did. And that's a good coaching move. You got burned by the return man before. They kicked away from him. Watch this. It doesn't go anywhere near Hunter. He does directionalize it. And then they get a little bit lucky with the bounce. Instead of rolling out of bounds, it hugs a half yard away and rolls from the 25
do that
to
if
the
you
10.
tried.
Yeah. If you tried to duplicate that 25 more times, you'd never get the same result again.
Well, football never rolls straight like that.
Sometimes it doesn't matter. You just get a lucky bounce, and they sure did. So that puts the Utes in a deep hole on the 10-yard line.
Deep. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line for the Utes. 40 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Lindquist going to keep that ball, getting it 5 yards.
He's reading the defense right now. You know, they're getting 5, 6, 7 yards a pop on 1st down. He's reading where the defense is. He's playing that option right.
2nd and 5 now for the Utes on the 15-yard line.
Do the Utes have a 90-yard drive in them? We're about to find out. we picked up the first 5.
Michelle and Lindquist in the backfield talking things over.
They're going
to get this ball off. They got 4 seconds. 2, 1. And it's just in time.
Just do.
Don Michelle up the middle.
That's the first guy. He's got room, real estate. And he's down at about the 40-yard line. Holds up the first down sign.
I think I got a coach. They're going to throw the flag on the coach, getting a little excited. Maybe Travis Allen there was a little too excited. Came out on the field.
And that's a shame.
Right in front of the referee. Great job, Don Michelle. Hold that ball. Look how he holds it on with both hands.
Yeah, we think what happened is flag on the field, and I think it's going to be against one of the coaches coming out. And that's too bad. Yeah, get a sideline infraction, and that, boy, but the offensive line right now. And the coach is down there. He's talking to the referee and saying, I'm trying to go sideways, But you don't see that called very often.
No,
there's a lot of emotion
much
on the sideline right now.
Well, they're going to – I don't know where they're going to spot that from. Was it after the ball was down? They're having the chain crew hold their positions right now while they talk it over. But we'll see where they spot this. If they're going to give Don Michelle his yardage there.
Yeah, it's a dead ball penalty if I understand it right, and I think it's a 5-yard.
Yeah, they're going to mark it back 5 yards.
So it's not too big of a penalty.
Good enough for a first down.
And that's going to be the end of the third period. And we got a ball game, folks, 17-12. The Utes are moving the football.
We got some streakers on the field, too.
Oh, and we got the streakers.
Wouldn't be homecoming without some streakers. Oh, and he spanks the referee.
Yeah, gets over there, gets a little spank. And they get off the field.
Mark, what are they doing in your underwear drawer?
Well, I don't know. They got my red underwear. I'm never going to be able to wear those again.
Oh, burn those things.
Well, this game is brought to you by Western Petroleum. Western Petroleum has expanded throughout the country, but still supports the Uintah Basin with many charities and community events. They provide both on-site and cardlock fueling services to construction crews, trucking fleets, drill rigs, commercial accounts, and farms in Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming. I wonder if we can get the booth to give us a replay on the streaking. Because
I don't know. This is a family program. I mean, what is there? We got to have a little rating on the corner now.
We might want to get one of those guys to get them in a uniform and get them to go out there and run around as fast as they were going.
Sign those kids up.
That and the butt slap to the here comes the blitz. It's an all-out blitz. Looks like they're going to bring 6. Nobody's down.
Lindquist calls a different play at the line of scrimmage. He sees that. Maybe a quick, there's going to be a delay of game if they don't get this ball off. And he's going to run out to the outside.
The speed.
Cuts it up.
Back in. What a beautiful play. Nice call by Lindquist, and that's a smart play by Lindquist because he saw them loading up on the left side of the defense. They had 3 standing up to bring the blitz on the left side. He changes the play at the line of scrimmage. He gets up there and he does what a football player is supposed to do, makes the first guy miss. Everyone else made their assignments. Look at this. Here comes on the left side, they got the blitz coming. And what a beautiful run.
Beats it outside and cuts it up there. Fisher's not able to bring him in. 2nd and 5 now for the Utes as they march down. Score 12-17 in favor of the Cowboys. He's looking out to the left side, airs it out.
Deep.
Throws it out of bounds.
That's the second time tonight.
Just throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's the second time tonight that the receiver quit on his route.
Corbin Evans.
He just needs to keep running underneath the football.
3rd and 5 for Uintah.
Yeah, no, I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway. The ball was thrown out of bounds, but hard to judge. I guess I got to apologize,
got
to
trips.
Corbin Evans because
it was
it was out of bounds and
trips to the right. Lindquist and Don Michelle in the backfield. They're going to give it Don Michelle. He pushes his lead blocker out of the way. Maybe gets a yard on the play. Well, this is a big 4th down. You're almost to midfield. You got a lot of steam behind you, but it's also in dangerous territory if you give the ball over right here. I think he's bringing in sides for the kick.
Well, the way their defensive played here, like I say, once we got past that first period, the defense has played well enough. Let's play the field position game right here from the 40. Seitz has got a big enough leg. He can get them deep in there in the opposition territory, and hopefully we can get a bounce. Like,
oh, no, he comes that ball.
Oh,
finally able to get rid of it.
Wow. And we're a little bit lucky.
Yeah.
Fortunate just to get any positive yards on that punt. It's going to end up being about a 22-yard punt. But he put that ball on the turf, and there was pressure in his face.
Right in the breadbasket. Able to get rid of it. Kudos for that. Yeah, from where he kicked it, traveled about 30 yards is all. So it's 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, 38-yard line. Need another big defensive stance here for the Utes.
This is it. This is where you show.
10:29 left in the game.
You see the defense talking to each other.
Bringing that
It's coming
5.
your way.
They're going to keep it up the middle. Gain of about 3 on the play.
And the Cowboys aren't pulling any punches. They're overloading one side of their line, and they say, we're coming. And so far, the Utes are able to handle that. They got about 4 yards on that play, but it's all coming near to the right side. Fakes the handoff.
2nd and 6 now for the Cowboys. They're wanting to tick that clock down as far as they can each time. Time is in their favor right now.
Same formation. They're going to switch it up a little bit, try to
Fisher up the middle. Man, that guy's a tank. He can carry about 5 guys with him.
Boy, and brings up a 3rd and 2 short for these guys. And you're right about that Kai Fisher. Man, he got hit right at the line of scrimmage, and then he goes 4 yards. Head down, legs churning.
3 of your biggest guys on my back, and I'll still pack them.
3rd and 2.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. They got a big 3rd down here if they can hold them.
Boy, on 3rd down.
Like you said, that play action is their bread and butter right here on 3rd
and
down.
short, it's going to be power, and it's going to come right at you. You got to hit low.
Oh, the big jump.
Yeah, and there's a 1st down. We've seen that twice tonight from the Utes. I think it was Peterson on the right side, got a little excited. Boy, you see Dylan Hanks, he's still hobbling over there.
Coach came over and talked to him on the sideline. He said, no, Coach, I'm good. I'll stay in. You know, homecoming's a big game. Doesn't show their grade in here, but I imagine he's probably a senior, judging by his size, but he wanted to stay in for his last year, his last homecoming here. 1st and 10. That jump did cause enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. They're now in Ute territory. Great job at the line of scrimmage. Good job of holding them up.
Yeah, there's Peterson, 33 on 33, and Peterson won that battle. Grabbed him by the back of the jersey, stopped him till help could get there. And that's a nice. He got rid of his blocker, reaches out, stops him with the right hand, and then the rest of the team showed up in force.
On hand. 2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys. Clock's marching at 8:24. Like I said, they're in no hurry. Time's in their favor right now. They're going to take every second to get up to the ball. And
boy, and those two points, that could be a fateful thing here. Depending on what happens on the outcome
they're going to give it to the second guy through. I didn't quite see this. They swarmed to the ball so well.
3rd and long, Brian. We've seen tendencies all night long. We got to watch out for that play-action pass. And they do like to roll the quarterback out to the right side.
Jarrett Lambert, second man through. They fake it to Fisher and give it to Lambert. He's tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that's the best plays. Those O-line or D-line create kind of a pitfall there that he just lost his foot over the front of.
They're doing a good job of submarining. They're getting under these bigger and stronger offensive linemen, getting underneath them. And then the offensive line are released, trying to go to that second level. And by that time, our Utes are converging and hitting.
He's got a pass option.
Rolling out right.
Stay on him. Oh, he hits him right perfectly. And they're going to spot it. It's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
We might have.
He had him. He had him, 23.
Boy, it's a tendency we've seen all night long. Well, it could have been. But it's a tendency all night long. We got to see this. Called it again. I knew there was going to be a rollout to the right, and they go to that play action. The Utes got to be ready. It hadn't happened all night long. It's a play call that the Cowboys have called all night on us on that 3rd and long situation.
Yeah, Patrick Massey was in great position. He was right on his hip, but he needed to stay a little bit closer. He knew when he cut back to the ball, there was a good option that guy was going to be getting the ball. He needed to break on that ball just a little bit faster.
That's maybe where you bring some. Here comes a reverse.
Double reverse.
And there's a whole lot of real estate, and he's running out of room.
Finally brought down. Number 57 never gave up, a big lineman there.
Maile? I don't know how to say Mail.
Check him out. Number 57, he's a defensive end. Runs back, he's able to reach out and grab him. Forces him out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Cowboys, 25-yard line. Score 12-17.
Boy, on that play action, you tell your corner to cut underneath it and have the safety come over on top for help. That's one way to cut that out, and it's happened all night long. Maybe we know it's coming.
They're heavy on this right side. They're going to look to pass again.
Going deep.
Patrick, get under him. Oh,
touchdown and interference.
And interference. Yeah. Patrick, he got his hands up in his face, but he pushed a little bit as well right before the ball got there. That 34 hasn't had a real good night, but was able to come up big when it counted. William.
Reifenau right there, and he's just so tall.
It was kind of a weak call. I mean, there was a little bit of contact there, but.
Yeah, and he did a good job. They declined the penalty. They take the touchdown. Massey was in the right spot. He did make the contact, but Reifenau with a nice catch in the end zone. And a nice throw. And when you have a height advantage, you throw it up there and you let your tall receiver go up to the highest point and catch it, what the Cowboys did right there. And they're going to go for one right here. It's 23-12. That'll make it a 12-point advantage.
It's up and good.
Boy, and they brought the number 1 in to kick, but they've shown they have a kicker that has a heck of a leg. He made that field goal. Both you and I were questioning if they could make it. Maybe they're just trying to train this guy for next year.
Well, 6:24 left in this game. The score now 24-12, a 12-point deficit. The Utes look to regain here when we come right back after a word from our sponsors.
Moon Lake Electric was organized in 1938 as a rural electric cooperative by residents of northeastern Utah who were unable to obtain electric service from a private power company. The cooperative philosophy involves working together for the common good by providing a service that is beneficial to all. Moon Lake Electric is owned by those it serves and is a valuable community partner. We are proud to support the television coverage of Uintah Basin High School sports.
Tonight's game coverage is presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.
Rocked. No.
Welcome back, folks. You missed probably one of the most exciting plays. If we can get a replay on that, unbelievable. They went reverse.
Pass to Lindquist.
Hunter Connolly, you got to see this replay. Here comes, it's going to go on to number 34.
Reverse, the Lindquist takes off.
Lindquist takes off with the left hand. Hunter Connolly hits him, upends him, lands on his head. Maverick Lindquist for the first down. And the Utes are moving the ball. 2:58 left. Wow.
2nd and 4. Wasn't Steve Young the one that made that that play notorious. He'd go out for the pass. Second and 4 now on the 10-yard line.
They can get a first down.
Thomas-Shell in the
need it
backfield.
badly.
He's looking to the end zone. Passes it. Almost intercepted. Nobody there.
We just got away with one there. The only people close to that ball were Cowboys. Lindquist will probably want to have that throwback when it's all said and done. That brings up 3rd and about 3.
2:53 left in the game. They need to capitalize right here and then on a quick onside kick.
Boy, Caleb Ware's 6'1". He wishes he was 6'2" on that play.
What's going on? There's the flag they just threw on the play. Is it because of the...
We've got something going against the Cowboys. And is that going to give us a first down? Automatic first down, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. That's going to make it 1st and goal. They've marked the ball at about the 5-yard line. We see a
They're bringing in a whole new defense.
Defensive line switch. That's going to be their heavy package.
Yeah, they're bringing back in the starters. They said, you want to play hardball, we'll play hardball.
6 down linemen, and they got a whole bunch of Cowboys coming. It's 6 on 5 here. Somebody's going to get through. They sure did. Lindquist running for his life. He makes the first
tag. Come on, catch the edge. And he's in for a touchdown.
Touchdown! Lindquist. 2:46 left.
Man, he can run.
Wow.
Shedding blocks left and right. He's fired up.
Wow. 24-18.
Talking to Dave up here, Lindquist brings a whole new skill set to this offense. You know, when Kunis was in, it was all about passing. With Lindquist, it's all about the run. Watch how many blocks. 1, 2, bounces off.
Wow, and we
cuts
knew
the third.
That we had 5 offensive linemen. They had 6 defensive linemen. We knew someone was coming through. Lindquist gets the ball, spins, and is running for his life, and then plays ping-pong off the rest of the Cowboys defense to score. Here
Set
comes the
down,
kick,
up.
the hold.
Is it good this time? It's
and
good.
He got the kick, 24-19, 2:45 left. Here
big
comes the
onside
call.
kick.
Is it going to be an onside kick, or are you going to kick it away and hope that your defense can hold? You only
with
have
2
one
minutes,
timeout left.
Yeah, with 2 minutes, I think you got to go for the onside because they're going to play the T game after that, and you know I would roll the dice on trying to get it on an onside kick, and they know it's coming. But we'll have to see what they do. 2:46 left in the game, 19-24. Great homecoming crowd, great homecoming game. Brought to you on VTV Channel 6 and streaming live on Strata WebView.
Boy, and you know, now those 2 extra points come back to haunt us because if we do get the ball, we got to make it in a hurry where we could have tied with a field goal and gone for overtime. Now we've got to score a touchdown. What does Wrightsville have cooked up here? Boy, that,
we'll see.
That reverse with the quarterback releasing off to the left side. Connolly throwing with the left hand. You know, remember last year Connolly got some snaps in there at quarterback.
Yeah, he did at the very end of the
he's got
game.
some skill there. We got a guy dressed up as an Indian. He's got the full headdress over there.
You had all kinds of crazies out here. So we'll see what they do. They're onside. That right side is really heavy, stacked for the onside kick.
When you look
they
at
know
this,
it's coming.
You look at this lineup from the Cowboys. They only have one guy deep. Do you have a little bit of a pooch kick that you can get it over the top of all these guys?
I don't know. I think they know it's coming to the right side. And they might have some speed guys here on the left. They're going to bring them underneath. We'll see what happens.
See what?
Hit somebody. Hit him. You don't have to wait for the ball.
Did we get it? Is it short? It might be short of the 10 yards.
Dude, all your guys needed to go down and take. That ball was rolling. They needed to go down and just take somebody out.
Move the people off.
Yeah. Everybody was just sitting around. All these guys should have went and picked out a white guy right there and took him out and watched that ball. They just stood there and watched the ball. Everybody needed to just hit somebody
just
and
allow
that.
Clear the white players out of the way and let that ball roll 10 yards.
Did
Sides
not
kick
go.
the ball about as well as you can.
Yeah, I mean, let the ball do its thing, but clear everybody out of the way is what they needed to do. Everybody, including the guys on the other side.
2:46 left. We've got to get some stops.
Sheesh. Well, let's see if
and
they can't stand
we
him
got
up.
the first of them.
They got to stand
and I don't
him
know
up.
about you, Brian, but here's a guy playing Dylan Hanks. You know, we give the Pretty Boys always get the player of the game, but Dylan Hanks twisted his ankle
yeah,
early.
he's been playing hard with that injury.
Watch him come up from that middle linebacker position, the MAC as we call him. He comes up and makes that hit, stands him up and pushes him backwards.
2nd and 10 now for the Cowboys. 48-yard line of the Utes. Clock now at 2:12. He's just taking his time.
Wisely taking his time. Very well coached. He
All
understands what's at stake. Gets his line set. And another great play. This one's number 57. Mail comes in.
3rd and
we do have one timeout left. We're going to let it go
take
here.
It? They are going to take it right now.
They take the timeout.
3rd and 10. They're going to take that. Like I said, we've seen so far they've done a lot of play action on these 3rd down.
Yeah, they love to roll the quarterback to the right side.
They have 2 more downs to eat up the clock. We'll see what they come out with. I'd like to thank all of our operators with this game. You know, we can have all the sponsors in the world, but if we don't have these talented bunch of men helping us out, we couldn't put this together. We'd like to thank all of our camera operators, Devin Allred, Danny McKenna, Alex Munson. Our graphics are done greatly by Dave Ryan. Audio and video is Gerald Davies. Network engineer and live stream is Brett Simmons. And the director keeps us all in line is Dale Allred.
I thought you were going to go with Super Dale again.
Super Dale.
There we go. That's what we like to hear. Coming out of the timeout, Brian, 3rd and 10. The Cowboys know what's at stake. If they convert here, it's end game. If they don't, the Utes have been on a roll.
They're stacking the box there.
Watch the rollout.
They got him right up the middle.
He picks up about 4.
Put him on the ground.
The clock is running at 1:46. 4th down.
If they stop him right here, they will get the ball back.
And this is a situation where the coach might say for Grantsville, let's punt it away.
They're going to take their time getting it in.
Boy, I don't know.
I don't think they will.
I don't know if I'd go for it if I was a coach for the Cowboys. I'd punt it away and make them go 80 yards. Yeah.
I think they're going to
do.
They're going to let the clock go down, and then they're going to call a timeout is what they're going to do.
They might take a delay even and give their punter a little bit more real estate to work with.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock march down as far as possible. It will be a timeout.
Timeout. They had one to use. It's 1 and 6 seconds left. Let's see what happens. And when we come back, we're going to take a small break here from one of our sponsors. We'll be right back after this break.
If you need an MRI, CT, or nuclear medicine study, here are some things that you should know. Ashley Regional Medical Center has the most advanced technology available in rural Utah. The radiologist at Ashley Regional has 2 board certifications in the field of radiology, including nuclear medicine. The technologists at Ashley Regional are skilled, friendly, and informative in meeting your needs. From X-rays to CTs, Ashley Regional is northeastern Utah's choice for quality radiology services.
The Ute Crazies are on their feet, Brian. This is the ball game right here.
Right here, they're kicking it away. They're punting it away.
106, and that's the right call from the Cowboys coaches. They're going to punt it away.
Connolly back to receive. They're going to kick
Boy,
away.
I'd like to see us bring the house. Connolly has the ball. He gets hit at the 20.
Not out, but they're going to stop the clock as they move the chains.
58 seconds left.
58. Let's see what their 2-minute drill looks like.
79 yards. Reitzel's already pulled one trick play out of the hat with the reverse and the throw to Maverick Lindquist. We got to get yards in a hurry. We cannot get them at 5 yards at a time. No timeouts left. Homecoming night. Grantsville leads 24-19.
We'll see what kind of arm Lindquist has. We said he's known for his legs. Let's see what his arm can do because he's got double out to each side. Don Michelle to the backfield.
Don
He's
Michelle's
got a
gonna
guy
stay in
across the
block.
middle. Intercepted!
Oh, intercepted, and he's got the whole way to go.
He's going all the way to the house.
Yeah, and he does score the touchdown, and that's going to be the ball game, Brian, but the Utes can't hang their heads too bad. Right there, Lindquist, we talked about his strength is the run. Had a couple interceptions in the game, but we had a chance with 58 seconds left. He just threw it behind his receiver, and if he'd hit him in stride, would have picked up a lot of real estate. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way.
Whew, that's not a good way. We had all kinds of momentum behind us, and that's so unfortunate. How
That's a hard way to lose that ball game.
One play.
Hats off to the Grantsville Cowboys. They came out.
Yeah.
They put out a really impressive first quarter, and that's where they won the ball game. The Utes turned it on, but they turned it on a little bit too late. That's going to end the game 31-19.
31-19. That's a tough break. We were all poised to have a great drive down, and it was just all thrown away with one play.
Well, there's some things to build on. We're going to go into region play knowing that if we play 4 quarters, we can win football games.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see. The only thing I didn't like on this is we should have brought the house. We should have let the ball just go, and we should have brought 11 guys and try to block that punt.
Yeah.
You have a chance there. They're kicking from the 45-yard line. Just bring the house.
Yeah.
And we kicked it away, and we didn't get much of a return. Then 79 yards to go. Well,
it's tough.
I'm not coaching.
It's tough. Yeah, I mean.
I'm up here in the warm booth, as you say. So.
Yeah, it's easy to call from up here, but it's really a tough play.
Defensive, or let's go player of the game. We go with a defense guy, or are we going to go to an offensive guy?
I don't know. I'm kind of with you. I think the heart of Hanks, Dylan Hanks, playing with that
52,
injury.
He had the injury.
We've had some big plays. Don Michelle's been pretty solid throughout the whole game. He had, like I said, quarterback Maverick Lindquist came in after the injury of Kunis and really turned this game around. You've had a really good night by Connolly as well. Hunter Connolly's had some big plays, had that
big
return
run back, yeah. He got us back in the game.
A lot of people have had some good plays in tonight's game. But
I'd like to see that go to Dylan Hanks. What do you think?
I think so. I think Dylan, like I said, I don't know. I'm thinking he's a senior, but it doesn't show on the roster here. I think he just wanted to play his last homecoming game and wasn't going to take no for an answer and played through an injury. So
Dylan Hanks, player of the game. He receives 2 Bluebell Corn Maze tickets. That brings us to the rest of our sponsors. We want to thank them for helping VTV Channel 6 and Strata WebView put this show on. CrossFit, Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Western Petroleum, Techris Design, and Dan's Tire. Thank you, and we're going to take one more look at our schedule.
We're going to go to
We got a lot of games coming in a hurry. On the 21st at Duchesne, 28th will be in Union, and then the following week on October 11th, back at Union. October 12th, Judge Memorial at Uintah. October 17th, Altamont at Duchesne, and then the Basin Bowl, October 18th, Union at Uintah. Lindquist back to pass.
Looking to the outside, he's going to air it up. Thrown out of bounds there. Looking for Connolly there. He had 2 receivers, or 2 defensive backs covering him. 38 seconds left in this game. They're trying to air it out a little bit. Lindquist, like you said, these guys, they shouldn't hang their heads too low because they really fought hard. They had a great run coming back here and just didn't have enough.
Well, you talk about minus the last touchdown, the 7 points there. This is a well-fought game, and then if we make the 2 PATs, it's a 3-point ball game.
Almost brought back. Is it going to be a pass interference?
Yeah, pass interference.
That was a kind of a weird. They just barely brushed each other.
Well, you watch on this replay, and really what happened to Evans is they crossed their feet up. I don't think it's necessarily a pass interference, but down here, if they show it, it looks like they just tangled feet.
Yeah. Went in front
yeah,
of
he kind of clipped him on the way by, but he was going for the ball, but he did go through the receiver to get there. And Evans is mad at himself for not getting to that ball. But
15 yards, good enough for a first down. 32 seconds left in the game. Utes looking to score one more time before they run out of time. Lindquist in the backfield, got Don Michelle keeping him company.
They're making some kind of line adjustment there. It looks like they're playing that game where you whisper something in your ear and you send it down the line.
Telephone?
Yeah, telephone. There we go. Some kind of line adjustment. They're only bringing 3. All 3 of them get by. We got the screen. Got a whole escort.
Don Michelle to the right side. He's got room. Woo! Almost has his knees blown out by number 30.
What a great play. And finally the screen works, and the clock does stop while they move the chains. 22 seconds left. Utes need to get up on the line and over the ball, so as soon as those chains are ready, they can snap the ball. We got players kind of milling around. They need to know what's at stake here. They would like to score.
Boom. He gets, man, his hip's going to hurt in the
yeah,
morning.
he's going to feel that one. He got
a
rocked.
helmet right in the hip bone.
32, Caleb Ware is a tough nut. And there's Lindquist. He's got plenty of time.
Get rid of it. Oh, fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. They're going to run it all the way back.
Yeah. Well, he needs to know they're coming. 86, and that's going to add a little salt in the wounds to the Utes. They were looking to get some momentum built for something for next game. Lindquist had a chance to get rid of it. He's got to know that he doesn't have that much time and somebody's going to be coming.
That's the game. We've ran out of time, ladies and gentlemen. The score 37. They're going to have a chance right here for the PAT. He just brought it back and the ball stripped right there. Number 86 picks it up. He's off to the races and nobody's even close to him.
Yeah, and that's going to be a nice way for Devin Adams to finish the game. He scores there. Pours a little salt in the wounds on the Utes. The end score is 37-19. Homecoming night.
Would have liked to end it a little bit different.
Yeah, they would have liked to see it a little bit different. And here come the cheerleaders out. They're going to form up a line.
Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, CrossFit, Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum in Naples and Ballard.
Well, Brian, that's the end of the game. It was exciting. The Utes didn't get the result they wanted.
Hey, I mean, even if it's a loss, like you said, it was an enjoyable game to watch and to call. There was some great plays, some excitement throughout, and we couldn't have asked for a better homecoming game for the Uintah. Well, I guess we can ask for a little bit better if we won.
A win would have been nice. We had some really neat things happen. Had Dave Rasmussen up in the booth. For VTV Channel 6 and Strata WebView, I'm Mark Mason. With me was Brian Nielsen. We're going to say goodnight, folks. Catch us next week, September 21st.
At Duchesne.
At Duchesne. Have a good night.
Tonight's game coverage is presented by Ashley Regional Medical Center, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Western Petroleum.